Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. How are you, girls?
Good morning.
Are
Money.
you guys? And how are you, chat?
Hi, everybody.
So,
Remembered what it was.
I was running a few minutes late because I didn't realize my coffee cup was empty almost, and I had to grab a
That's
quick bite
tragic.
because I had a cheese sandwich for breakfast. Thank you very much.
No judgment. No judgment.
No judgment.
Yeah, I try
Judgment
not
free
to.
zone over here.
Judgment free zone. But welcome back. Today is day 4 of the Delphi deep dive over here. So if you've missed any of parts 1, 2, and 3, make sure to go back and check those out. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Chaloon. She says that I'm helping her slowly become a morning person. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see, who else do we have here? We've got Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Morgana. And we got, of course, QB and JB.
Yay.
Yay.
SRB's back this morning. Hey, SRB. Hey, Lee. He comes in and sets up. I grabbed a cheese sandwich this morning, Lee, off the breakfast buffet, and some coffee.
I grabbed
Yes,
all the
yeah.
bacon and some coffee.
Hey, now you can't have all the bacon. I want some too.
All right, I left a couple.
Oh,
All right.
well, I'm going around and like picking a piece of bacon off both y'all's plates because I like bacon too.
I'm in a good shape right now.
Just imagine me pecking you on one shoulder and then you turning around to look to see who it is, and
And
on the
it's
other
the
side, I'm
opposite.
snatching the
Mm-hmm.
bacon off of your plates.
Rude.
QB, I watch yours if you watch mine.
Fags. I got you.
I got you too, girl. With
Mhm.
all that bacon. Oh, I can't say that too loud.
Yeah, don't
Hey,
say that. The
Steph.
dogs would be like, "What?
Shh. Look.
Look, I need the bacon to bribe Otis so he don't eat me."
Oh my goodness.
Okay, not Otis, it's Opie. But I call him Otis.
Those dogs are massive, man.
They're huge. They're huge. I'm not afraid.
Mm-mm.
Opie will love me. Zabby just has to give me a chance.
Good morning, Steph. She says she did it. So did you get your quick nap in this morning, Steph?
I was
Yes.
afraid. I was afraid. Oh, I'd have been gone till tomorrow.
Oh, I would have been too. There's no way I could have laid my head down this morning.
Mm-mm.
Nah. I'd still be asleep.
Yup.
After last night, man, I'll be
Who's
lucky if
doing
I woke
tape?
up and thought, then who do you think? I'm doing washi.
I
I'm
was gonna say it
sectioning.
sounds like washi tape.
I'm
I hear that.
sectioning. I'm
I hear that.
sectioning. Mm,
Need
don't
some relief
judge.
papers, ma'am.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Oh, I love it. Mm.
SRB says she's going to take a little bit of each, a little bit of everything off the table.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I'll take a little. I make me a little plate, but I'm gonna pile it with bacon. I need that chocolate fountain back so I can dip my bacon in it. Y'all don't know. Chocolate covered bacon is a thing, y'all.
It is. It is. I've had it, and it's really good.
It's so good.
Okay, is it kind of like caramelized back that then, or no?
It's actual bacon. You can just literally take chunks of bacon.
I know, but
Yeah.
the taste. I'm talking about the taste.
It's you ever
Oh,
dip a French fry in a Frosty?
Oh, well, for years.
Okay, so it's the same kind of concept with that salty sweet.
mm-hmm.
Um, oh, it's so good.
People don't get all out of joint whenever you talk about chocolate covered peanuts, and peanuts are salty.
Facts.
True.
You know?
Like bacon makes everything better.
Yeah,
It
it does.
does.
Everything.
Steph says she's probably going to fall back asleep because the heating pad to her ear and cheek are so cozy.
Cozy. I feel that,
Oh.
girl. I feel that.
Hmm.
Oh, I meant to send y'all the RoboCop picture I took yesterday. I love that thing
Good
for my
morning,
shoulder.
Gail.
Hey, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Let's see.
Okay, so when we get to the part about the police chief, y'all remind me that I remembered what it was, and it has to do with the search warrant.
Mm.
I remembered what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lee.
What's the matter?
What happened?
Oh, no.
Wait a
Uh,
minute.
Morgana's making bacon right now.
No.
Yum.
She
Hey,
has
I
to.
could quickly get to Morgana's house. I'm just saying.
Can I?
Right, Steph. Steph says, I'm sorry you have so much on your plate, figuratively. Right?
Mm-hmm. Lee,
Oh,
I
no.
hope your brother did is okay.
Yeah, me too.
She says, you know what sucks? Salivary gland issues with the hiccups. Mm.
Oh.
Oof, maybe they'll pop them stones out.
Ooh.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
goodness. Lee, I'm sending prayers. That's awful.
Hmm.
Mm.
Chaloon's going to work and lurk today.
I may have to work in the background. I also may need to take phone calls because they try. I'm not having none of it.
Oh. They're going to get QB on them.
Hmm. Oh, done. I done. Look, I done document dropped them this
Oh,
morning.
there you go.
Smart
I was
Lisa.
like, hold,
Cookie.
hold this, hold this. I fried up a pound of bacon and broke it up and put baggie for when I make. Yes. Y'all ever make your bacon
What?
Yeah, we
or
make bacon.
in the oven? You ever
Oh, we
make
Oh,
didn't
it
hear
in
yeah.
the
the
oven?
oven part.
Sorry, my
I
Wi-Fi,
don't
y'all.
like making it in the oven. It tastes good in the oven, but it makes such a mess.
With this case, you need a drip pan.
No. Yeah,
Mm.
no, it or in the
Mm-mm.
even in the air fryer.
Yeah, that works
Damn.
too.
In the
Mm-hmm.
oven, you think it makes it more of a mess than cooking it on the stove? No. Mm-mm.
Shirley says, did anybody say anything good yet? No, honey, we've only been here 15 minutes and all we've talked about thus far is food.
Bacon
It's
in
food.
particular.
We've been waiting for you, Shirley.
Shirley said it's also too limp from the oven.
Oh, no, then you got to cook it a
Y'all doing
little
it
bit longer
right.
then. Yeah.
Y'all ain't doing it right. Me and JB, we gonna hold a class.
Lisa said in the oven with maple syrup.
Yes, and some cracked pepper.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Little chili powder, just a smidge.
No,
Smidge.
now you've done ruined it. Mm-mm.
She said you
Nope.
done ruined it.
I'm telling you. Just a
it
smidge, y'all.
You
Just a
only use
smidge.
a little bit of that because it'll give you more of the like smoky. It's not really a hot. It's more
Mm-hmm.
that smoky flavor when you add a little
Yes.
bit of stuff like
Yes.
that.
JB knows. JB knows.
Look, I was an assistant to a catering director there for a point of time, so and
You know a
We have
thing.
a restaurant here that does it on the grill, and Chaloon said, unlurking to say maple syrup.
I love it.
we have we have a place here that sells it, and they call it $1 million bacon, and they are not
Mm.
lying. You be smacking your best friend for that.
Yum, yum,
Look, Lee's
yum.
gonna cut. Lee started it. Lee always says we more cafe
Crime.
than we are crime, but Lee starts it because he comes and drops the buffet,
Exactly.
You know what? You're
and then
right.
wants to know why we talk about food.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, after lunch, he'll be cleaning up and picking up the trash and all that stuff, and then he'll be setting out the chocolate and all the little finger snacks, and then we'll be wanting to talk about food and cafe. Then you are crime. All goes back to Lee.
Mm. Chaloon
Just
loves the
saying.
maple. Yes. I love bacon with
Mm,
bacon. Like when we have pancakes and
mm,
bacon. Oh yeah. I
yeah.
love to like
Hmm.
sop up the syrup
Y'all.
with my bacon.
Mm. You
So
guys are
Mm.
making
good.
me hungry here, and I just done
Sausage
cooked.
too.
Okay.
Sausage with maple syrup. I ain't mad at that neither.
Mm-mm.
Right. Do you guys ever get those McGriddles from McDonald's?
Mm-hmm. I used to.
Those are
No.
so good because
Do they
the
still carry them? Because somebody was saying they didn't have them. They still.
well, we ain't got a QB. I know that, ma'am.
I hate it here.
Oh, that reminds me. You guys, we have I have a surprise for you guys.
I
Hmm.
Uh
know what you did. I know what you did. And as soon as I sent that, I was like, she about to take. I think I know what you did.
what do you think? Hold on a minute. I hate it here.
Let's see.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew
I hate it here.
Mm.
I knew it.
I hate it
And
here.
I was like, she about to make a sound
Love
bite.
it.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
no.
I love it.
I hate it here.
That's the surprise I
Y'all, when
told you guys
said I
about.
hate
I
it,
was like,
when
yes.
when the swoop said I hate it here last night, I almost died. I was like, "Ooh, you're funny. You're a
I
funny
hate it
girl. You know
here.
that?"
I love
Oh
I
my
that.
hate it
god.
That's
here.
priceless. That's priceless.
One more time. I
Oh my
hate
god.
it here.
I hate it here. I
Okay.
have to send you a better one. That one was like sleepy QB. Like, oh, I hate it
Yeah,
here.
but that's so fitting though. It's just got that perfect little to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, my little soundbite. Look at me moving up in the world. Look at my own little soundbite.
Oh, good morning,
That's cute.
Kel. How are you
Hey,
this morning? Are you feeling any better, Miss Kel? I hope your belly bug's all gone now.
Happy leap year day, y'all.
Yes.
yeah. Look, if y'all got stuff to do, put it on social media next year. Where you gonna see it?
Hmm.
Right? You ain't gonna have your memories. Memory. What happens to your memories
I don't know.
on the 29th? Where they gonna go?
You
I
see him
don't.
4 years later.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all go mess around. Mess around.
Yeah. Shirley says, I don't like the McGriddles. Everything else they have is really addictive, but that seems too heavy. I like the McGriddles just because of the McGriddle itself. The bread is got the maple syrup in it.
Y'all look.
Steph,
If
I
I go to
agree.
McDonald's, if I go to McDonald's for breakfast, I'm getting me a big breakfast with all the things.
Mm.
It's
Hmm.
like 457,000 calories. And I don't care.
So, um, kind of the whole like the whole breakfast thing makes me think of like the Denny's Grand Slam
Yep.
breakfast stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
You get a little bit of
Or
everything.
IHOP, Tutti Frutti, fresh and fruity.
Hmm. That's my son's favorite place to go eat.
Gail was playing a game
IHOP.
with her kiddo last night, and she said, "I hate it
I saw
here," and
that.
he started cracking up.
I
Um,
agree. My son came out and I was talking to the TV and he's like, you know, that's the first sign of a mental problem. I was like, I accept that. Said I was talking to myself. I was yelling at the TV.
mm.
Oh, then I've been having
Oh,
problems for a
Shirley, you
long
ain't
time.
wrong.
Hmm.
Shirley, you ain't
McDonald's has
wrong. That
breakfast burritos.
I don't know if they still have them, but they used to have a little breakfast burrito that came with a packet of picante sauce. She ain't wrong. It was like
That's good.
eggs in a
Yeah.
tortilla with some picante sauce.
And peppers and
You can make it
onions and
all day long. You got to
sausage.
go to you got to go to McDonald's. Yeah, was there sausage in there?
Hmm. And
Yeah,
peppers
it
and
was good.
onions.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Y'all gonna make me go to McDonald's. I don't want to put on pants.
Absolutely, Kel. Absolutely. But I'm glad that you feel good enough to go.
Yeah.
It's always good that you're better. Better is being better than being worse.
Uh huh. Right. All right, you guys, are we ready to get into Delphi?
They do it.
Ready, ready.
All right. So yesterday when we ended with the discussion about the this nasty canoe named Keegan Klein. But anyway,
Mm,
um,
do.
here, October the 28th of 2022, this is when things start turning around. And it says major developments coming in the Delphi case. It says a major development is in the works in the 2017 murders of Libby German and Abby Williams in Delphi. Authorities announce an October 31st news conference to reveal new information. So they state this on the 28th of October, right?
Hmm.
Um, 3 days later, they're going to have. Why would they do that? Why would they allow you 3 days?
I don't even know.
So they announce on the
Had to get their
28th
story straight.
that they're going to have this news conference in 3 days
Mm.
to reveal new information. And so I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that's kind of like, everybody was on the edge of their seat for 3 days.
Hmm.
That's like you wait till your daddy gets home,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. He don't come home till 7.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm. Y'all about to
But
have words.
on the 28th of October, the same day that they made the announcement that they were going to be having a press conference in 3 days, they make an arrest. Fox 59 confirms arrest in Delphi case. So it says through sources that a man was taken into custody in Carroll County in connection with the Delphi case. He is identified through jail records as 50-year-old Richard Allen.
Never been heard of. Never been talked about. Hmm.
Yeah,
At least
just
in public, he wasn't heard of.
no.
Mm-mm.
Now,
Hmm.
um, it says here ISP announces arrest with few details. Indiana State Police announced Richard Allen's arrest. Although they provided few details about his connection to the case and decided to keep the probable cause affidavit under seal. He's charged with murder. Libby German's grandmother revealed that Allen, a CVS pharmacy tech, once printed off pictures for the family. Yeah, the dude worked at the CVS pharmacy photo lab.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait, did he work as a pharmacy tech, or did he?
He might have helped them in the lab or something, but he was a pharmacy tech.
Yeah.
Okay, a
Yeah, he was a
pharmacy
tech.
tech printed off pictures for the family. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Also,
so go ahead.
mm,
Mm,
I need to know. I got to go back and screen grab that picture. But I need to know how Libby's aunt
mm,
and Richard
Mm-hmm.
Allen's wife were friends.
yeah.
Because there's pictures of them together, and they ain't Photoshopped. They definitely them together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. So we have. My husband would have said, "What'd you call me, Gourdhead for?" Gourdhead.
Gourdhead.
Gourdhead. Um, we have a couple of documents to share and a press release of when Richard Allen was arrested. So we'll be sharing those little details. But yeah, this is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. This was 5 years, about 5.5 years after the murder happened,
Yep.
right? 5 years
Mm-hmm.
later, they finally have an arrest. Finally. Okay. Before we get to that, let's go ahead and look at the should we do the probable cause affidavit first or the press release?
Whichever you want. Which came
But
first? I mean, I guess the probable cause came first.
the
Yeah.
probable cause came before the warrant. That way they could arrest
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
So
Okay.
And I have to find it. I do not have it readily available. So I will say, allegedly, Mr. Toby,
Allegedly.
sheriff person,
Mm-hmm.
falsified information on that probable cause warrant. Or probable cause
cause affidavit.
affidavit. Thank you. My brain. Words.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard. Um, that he falsified some or elaborated
Certain things.
certain things to get the arrest. Just like
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Do we know what parts?
So there was
Were
parts one because some people said that the person that they saw was wearing a tan jacket.
Yep.
One person they were saying that he had mud on him, but didn't mention that he had blood on him. There was something else, JB. What was the other thing?
You
I
kind of get
can't
me to think
remember.
on the
Yeah,
brain that
I
next
can't
week.
remember. I think there was three things
There
that
were
came out.
the jacket and the mud and bloody things,
Yeah,
and then there was something
there
else.
was something else. I can't remember what it was, but that he elaborated and changed their statements. Um, in the probable cause affidavit, which is when that came out, then that is when that judge recused himself, and the judge is the one that did the probable cause affidavit.
Yeah, he approved the warrant due to that.
He approved the warrant, and then he recused himself.
Yeah.
weird. That's
When
not
I,
weird at
yeah,
all.
no, and it was when
Mm-mm.
all that stuff started coming out, and he was like, "I'm out."
Yep.
And then that's how Gull is it Gull? Is that her name?
Yeah.
That's how
Oh.
Gull got appointed.
Okay. And then it went downhill from there.
Oh, it's been
Yes.
crazy ever since.
Yeah, it's been
Sorry, I
crazy.
don't mean to digress. I don't want to forget to throw that in there.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. No worries. Kayleen, I see you come in, and I actually got a message from you. So I'm gonna have a reply that I'm working on, Kayleen, to your email that you just sent me. Um, but yeah. Anyway, it's on the way. No fear. No fear. I will leave you a message. I was waiting on something to come in. So anyway, all right. Back to this. We'll go ahead and start the probable cause affidavit. And then we'll watch the press release. Let's go. Let me go find it. Find it. Um, okay. I think this one's it. Yep, this is it. So let me share this tab with you guys. And okay. Make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Okay. So this is the probable cause.
Ma'am,
What, man?
Oh,
I heard it.
You heard what?
The minute I sent that, I almost deleted it. I knew it. I knew it. I got a phone with my
oh,
child. I ain't here.
What are you saying? You heard what?
I'm lost, QB.
This?
Wow, wow.
Hold on.
Yep.
What did you hear? What did you hear, QB? Did you think I farted?
No.
You
Are
lie.
y'all messing with me? Are you messing with me?
I don't know what you talking about. Heard something. What you heard?
I'll be back.
She is thinking that she's here and that I hear it. I hate it here, and I'm not playing it. I swear to God. You know how her phone's been doing that to her lately whenever I play something and she hears it forever and ever and ever?
Uh-huh.
Is that what you think, QB?
It was playing over and over and over.
I swear to God, it was
Not on
not.
this end, no ma'am.
No, it's not doing it. It's not doing it anymore. I went out and came back in. I'm telling you, something is
It
in my
wasn't
phone.
doing it to begin with. When you said I heard that, ma'am, I thought you were saying you thought I farted because I moved in my chair and my chair squeaked
Yeah.
like this. And I thought, no, what's she talking about? And then she jumped out and then came back and then jumped out and then came back. And I'm like, Kayleen, he's getting married
Kayleen.
today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's huge. Wow.
Yay.
That's so exciting. Congratulations, Kayleen. Big day. Big day. Hey, rescue all the dogs. Love the name. Says new to you, but not to the case. Good to see everyone. Thank you, and thanks for popping in. It's good to have new faces in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One of our
Welcome. Do you
little
know
channel
pit bulls
members here.
across America?
Oh,
Yeah, we had a pit bulls across America in the chat yesterday too.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't never mind QB down here in the chat, the one on the bottom with the green ring around her name. Her phone is haunted and she's hearing things that aren't there.
It stopped. Stop. It stopped.
mm.
Yeah, 4 pits. Yes, do you know each other? Or are you the same person? It's just funny. Oh.
Kayleen says she thinks it's funny
Kayleen.
that
Oh, look. Four Pits is here. He says, "Hey, rescue." Oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing ever. Wow. Okay.
Hi.
hey,
Yay. Love it.
We're in the same groups and chats quite often. Okay, very cool. Very, very
ah,
cool.
very
Cool.
cool.
Very cool.
Well, I love both of y'all. Loving all the animals and loving all the pitties because I love them all.
Hmm.
Yes. I have a brother, one of my, or well, I say one of my brothers. I only have one brother, but my brother um, used to raise pit bulls back in the 80s.
Love
So
it.
I grew up around pit bulls.
Hmm. You
All
already
right.
know how I
So,
feel about them.
oh yeah, we know you love them. You got some.
I got two here and another one at another spot. So yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to get through. We're going to start this probable cause affidavit. And for anybody that's just joining, um, we started a deep dive for today's day 4. And we started at the very beginning and we're working our way through. And we just now today got to the part in the timeline where Richard Allen is actually arrested. So um, that's where we're at. All right. All right. So this is the probable cause affidavit where Richard Allen is arrested. Um, and we're going to read through this as a sworn affidavit setting forth the facts and circumstances known to law enforcement of Carroll County as the basis for probable cause to arrest without a warrant or to establish probable cause for issuance of an arrest warrant for the above named defendant, Richard M. Allen, up here. Okay. That the facts and circumstances described below would be sufficient basis for a person of reasonable caution and prudence to believe that the accused has committed or attempted to commit the offenses described, and that if arrested without a warrant, such would be authorized under, numbers and letters that we don't know and understand. That the hearsay statements of witnesses contained herein are considered reliable and credible due to the witness's personal knowledge and or corroborated by the totality of the circumstances. Uh, let's see. Okay. That on February the 14th, 2017, victim 1 and victim 2 were found deceased in the woods approximately 0.2 miles northeast of the Monon High Bridge in Carroll County. Their bodies were located on the north side of the Deer Creek. At the time, the Monon High Bridge Trail was an approximately 1-mile gravel trail terminating at the Monon High Bridge. The Monon High Bridge is an abandoned railroad trestle approximately 0.25 miles long, spanning the Deer Creek and Deer Creek Valley on the southeast end of the trail. Approximately 0.7 miles northwest on the trail from the northwestern edge of the Monon High Bridge is the Freedom Bridge, which is a pedestrian bridge spanning State Road 25. Approximately 350 feet west of Freedom Bridge was a former railroad overpass over Old State Road 25, also known as County Road 300 North. The trail terminates just west of the former railroad overpass. The majority of the trail is in a wooded area with a steep embankment on the south side of the trail. The entirety of the trail and the location of the girls' bodies were and are located in Carroll County, Indiana. Through interviews, reviews of electronic records, and review of video at the Hoosier Harvest Store, investigators believe victim 1 and victim 2 were dropped off across from the Mears farm at 1:49 p.m. on February 13th, 2017 by blank. We know now that the blank is Libby's sister. The Mears farm is located on the north side of County Road 300 North near an entrance to the trails. A video from victim 2's phone shows that at 2:13 p.m., victim 1 and victim 2 encountered a male subject on the southeast portion of the Monon High Bridge. The male ordered the girls, quote, guys down the hill. No witnesses saw them after this time. No outgoing communications were found on victim 2's phone after this time. Their bodies were discovered on February the 14th, 2017. It says here the male ordered the girls and says guys down the hill.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
that's not, I mean,
Mm-mm.
according to them in the press releases they've given,
Mm-hmm.
those were two different.
Yeah, there
And
was
they were
spacing.
in reverse order.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, very much so.
Who doesn't love a land seal? Rescue All the Dogs says I have one pitty and two other mutts, 4 pits. We fostered dozens over the years. Wow. Our pitty
love
was
it.
our only foster fail. Oh,
Oh, I'm looking at my foster fail. I loved him. He not a pity, but
rescue. I was part of a Paws for Cause. We must have fostered over 200 dogs in those years. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing.
wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Do either of you have any like experience with I don't know, like how the process works to like train dogs to be like what do you call it? Dogs for like kids with autism or
emotional support.
Emotional support.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and then service dogs basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is so cool. That is super cool. And literally we were just talking about that the other day because there was remember when they were the Adam Montgomery trial when they were getting ready to do the
Yeah, they brought
They-
the
that
puppo
dog came
in.
in. Yeah, I don't know if that was a canine for
I think he
the
was a canine, but still. He might have been a support animal.
well, because the victim advocate was
Yeah.
there and I kind of wondered, you know.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of cops in the building too, so.
Yeah.
But also, too, it could have been part of the police force because sometimes with minors that deal with drastic things and the
Yes.
police are there, they'll bring them in on those.
They'll bring it. Yeah.
Sweet. Super duper sweet. All right. So we ended here and we'll resume right here. The video recovered from victim 2's phone shows victim 1 walking southeast on the Monon High Bridge while a male subject wearing a dark jacket and jeans walks behind her. As the male subject approaches victim 1 and victim 2, one of the victims mentions gun. Near the end of the video, a male is seen and heard telling the girls, guys down the hill. The girls then begin to proceed down the hill and the video ends. A still photograph taken from the video and the guys down the hill audio was subsequently released to the public to assist investigators in identifying the male. Okay, so let's talk about the guys down the hill part, okay? Could it have been because I know I heard or read somewhere that they they had to edit the audio because of the either the word gun or the sound of the gun being cocked.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if like where it states where it says that the guys and the down the hill was separated, was it like a guy's gun cock down the hill
Well, I
and
never
then
said
flick
that,
that out?
but
Mm-mm.
most of what came out said that that guy's was after
After.
the down the hill.
Yeah.
That's why there was so much controversy about when they released that second version with the guys down the hill, because people who had heard, that were close to the investigation, that had heard part of the video, said that that came after.
It was more like down the hill,
Yeah, down the hill.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, like it was ordered after
In
the fact.
reverse.
And there's some speculation, allegedly, that the guys, that they weren't talking to the girls, that they were talking to whomever was there with them, giving them like an order, allegedly.
Assuming that there was more than one person.
Right. That was just one of the, they said it, that's what it had, that's what it sounded like.
Lee, I'm sending you prayers for
Yeah,
you and your brother.
let us
And
know.
also, I'm continually keeping Lenore in my thoughts and
Yes.
prayers too. So
Mm-hmm.
just know that we love you and we got you back.
Yeah. And Kayleen, I heard that pop, pop, pop. I was like, yes,
Y'all know
there it
who that
is.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some going on too.
Mm-hmm.
I got some snaps going on over here.
Gotta love snaps. Um,
There's also some speculation, and the way that this is worded makes me think that that may be correct. That the person, the way that they controlled them was that the person grabbed Abby,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how he got both of them to follow him, because Libby wouldn't leave her.
Mm-mm.
And
She
Libby
not the type.
was ahead, and now this is saying, I can't see it. Uh, was behind her, trying to make it make sense. But yeah, there was some, there goes the diva. Here we go. There was some speculation that the way that they were controlled was that they grabbed Abby and then Libby followed to because she wasn't going to leave her.
Yeah.
okay. So Rescue All the Dogs here says Libby wasn't scared of
Mm-hmm.
anything. So her ability to turn on the camera when she was in complete fear, she was just amazing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that yesterday about how smart, or maybe the day before, I don't remember, but that was smart, you know?
So, and her
Super
mom
smart.
said that it cracked me up. I think it was on that scary video last night. But her mom was saying that they watched a lot of true crime
Mm-hmm.
and like CSI and stuff like that. And she felt like that was why that Libby felt something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And because they had watched all that stuff, that she started recording. Ma'am,
Right.
sorry.
Oh, I was just listening to you. Continue on.
No, no. I got like the diva and the squeaker and everybody making noises.
Ah.
Um, no, that was it. I just, and I was like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, y'all know that all of us that be watching all this true crime, if something like that happened, we'd start recording, we'd start videotape, we'd start doing all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the down low, it'd be like, oh, let me take a picture and then start a video.
Right. Right. But for her to do it at 14 years old
Yeah,
says a lot.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've said that from the beginning, I was like, that little girl, man,
And
Mm-hmm.
just think again, if she hadn't done that,
yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hey, Mary
Pitbull
Lou.
says if Alan did this all alone, he pulled something off that is very hard to imagine one could do in the time frame. Yeah. We were talking about that too the other day. Morgana had brought up a good point about um how would they have had time to, because you have the girls who they say have been like staged in the area. They were trigger warning, but cut, allegedly their necks were
Mm-hmm.
cut and they like lost like basically all their blood. Um so if that would have happened in the creek or the river, um or were they taken to another location and then brought back there? And like Morgana was saying, by 5 p.m., they were already a search crew out there. You already got
Mm-hmm.
people out there walking
Yep.
the woods, yelling these girls' names.
So,
And even though it is a half mile or however far, it sounds big, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things whenever you have that water carrying sound down every direction.
okay,
But
Devicle's clavicle. There's been speculation that um they were very surprised that they did not find them with the number of people that were out there searching
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and the way that they were. I mean, they weren't hidden.
No.
And so, they called the search at like 1 o'clock in the morning, which I never thought made sense.
No.
And then all of a sudden, the next day, they find them posed. I don't know. I wonder if they were put there after,
After the search
yeah,
stopped.
after the search started.
Well, so I don't remember. Did they have dogs out there that first day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, if dogs did have they said anywhere like um confirmed that the dogs found their
Hit
scent,
hit on
or
anything? I don't believe
I
they
don't
did.
remember seeing anything like that. No.
Mm-mm.
because I
Because
know some dogs can chase scent across the water and some can't.
right.
Yeah.
And they cross that creek, they cross that river. And so I'm just kind of wondering, if they were searching, if they assumed they were on that trail, they probably potentially didn't look on the other side of the river, because why would they have went across the river? You know what I mean?
Well,
Well,
also too, the way that they were found was one of the searches actually spotted them with their cell phone and had zoomed into that
yeah,
area because they saw something.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
they
how
said
they
they
were
thought
found.
they I thought I read somewhere they said they thought they heard something and they looked and a deer walked by or something, and they
I don't
saw.
remember that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think
I
I
I mean,
know.
read
it could
or
have been.
heard
I'm not
something
saying it
like
didn't
that.
happen. I just don't
Right.
remember reading
I,
that.
I don't
Um, the other thing is that my favorite person, Ron Logan, was talking about how the person had to know the area,
mm-hmm.
not just on the bridge, which they talked about that the way that he was walking on the bridge. They said, they had to have walked that bridge time and time again because they were moving fairly quickly and hands in their pocket, not balancing themselves or anything. And that bridge was rickety.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said that the guy who was walking across the bridge had to have done it,
Numerous times
yeah,
before.
numerous
They're very
times
familiar
before.
with it.
And then, but also being in those woods, they had to have been familiar with that area. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's
No.
interesting, Ron Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Logan.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's your property, sir. Anyways,
Oh, good morning, Mary Lou.
Hey, Mary Lou. And Steph,
No.
you are correct. Libby did get it worse than Abby did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
There is speculation, trigger warning, that her injuries were,
Significantly worse.
Yeah.
yes, I'm trying to be careful, but yes.
Yeah. Um, that bridge is very scary, Morgana.
That's
I
the
mean,
thing. I mean, I didn't think about it until I heard them say that, and I was like, you know what? They ain't wrong. Like that guy was moving across that bridge like it was flat asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Even
And
though, even though there was gaps,
big
there's
gaps.
rail or ties that were completely missing across the bridge. That they would, that's a very large step to step over to begin with
Yeah.
between a railroad ties. Now imagine one being missing. You have to step even further.
Yeah, and then you think about his hands being in his pocket. There's no balance there.
Mm-mm.
Like, I'm just saying. I thought that was a very keen observation.
Well, but then you have, my thought is even though Ron Logan is 77 years old at that time or whatever, and he was in good condition, was he in good condition enough to keep his hands in his pocket and walk across that bridge like that?
They said that he had absolutely no trouble walking through those woods and down the thing and around and about in all that uneven ground when he was showing them around. And if you watch some videos, he had his hands in his pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Allegedly.
QB is sold, hook, line, sinker. She's
No. I
done.
I got several
Mm-hmm.
people. I ain't on
Mm.
one. I don't have. I'm not on one part. I don't think it was one person.
Okay.
I don't think it was one person. And I think that I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it spread wide. They may
Yeah.
not have been there, but there's
It
a
grabs
lot of people involved.
in a one way or another.
Yes.
May not
I
been physically there,
Yep.
but they
I
got knowledge of certain things.
Yes, they are aware. And there is no way that this small town that these people hadn't come up. No, I ain't buying it. Sorry.
Morgana says, my
Look,
hubby's could, and he's 77. Well, there you go. Um, Pitbull says that bridge scares the crap out of anyone who crossed it even 30 years ago when I played at the creek in the High Bridge.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ron Logan wasn't the only capable neighbor. Weber and Benjamin Mears also would
yes,
have.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
They had are those the guys that own property that butt up?
But up around that area, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Hey, Don. Look, Steph, I ain't blaming y'all unless you involved, and then you ain't safe.
Steph's QB's messages. She's like, "Does he live in Delphi?" If he lives in Delphi, he's keep your eye on him.
See, we're
Look, y'all be
Wranglers.
talking about y'all start. Look, I've been looking for Steve and David since last night, and then y'all start sending me stuff with Steve and David, and I'm like, they live in Delphi. Who that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here.
Morgan said
Um,
she wasn't there.
I wasn't there, says
Look,
Morgan. All right. Now let me ask pit bulls and rescue. You guys, if you're comfortable. I don't know. I mean, if you're comfortable or not. What is your thoughts? What are your
theories,
uh
speculations,
theories, speculation?
opinions,
Allegedly.
Yeah.
assumptions.
Especially, if you live near that area or because people talk, community talks, and um, I always think that there's probably supposedly, allegedly, a little bit of truth in rumors because they started somewhere. You know what I mean? Not always, not always. I'm not going to say always, but I do think that 9 times out of 10, whatever the vast majority of people's thoughts and opinions is usually
Good morning, Dawn.
the one that you can go with. I'm putting my shoes on. I'm squeaking in my squeaky chair over here. I'm putting my shoes on because I'm gonna have to go start watching for the kiddo to get off the school bus here in a little bit.
Oh, I knew.
Steph's going after another cup of coffee. Morgana's not getting on that bridge. Yeah, no, me either.
Look, after watching that video last night, I ain't even going to Delphi. Nowhere near it.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yep. This girl not going. Not
Nope.
going. Not happening. Mm-mm.
When that dude was like, something's looking at us from behind us.
I was like,
Nope.
Nope. I'm gone. Not happening.
You guys crack me up.
Because I was halfway interested by visiting. And after that, nope.
Come on, JB, let's go.
Nope.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Nope.
I'll
I'm
protect
scared.
you.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
Oh God! Do you guys ever watch Big Brother?
Brother, big brother.
There was the one year, the one season, that chick, I can't remember what her name is. I think she won that year. Somebody will have to shout her name out in the chat if you watched Big Brother. But she would always say that. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, what's her name? I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of her name. Look,
Yeah,
I am
it's
lack of
not
sleep
Mickey,
over
it's
here,
Mickey.
so
If
Googly's not
Mickey's
so
in the
Google today.
chat, if Mickey's in the chat, she'll spit it out because she's a huge, massive Big Brother fan, and she'll know immediately who I'm talking about. But maybe
Look,
she
why-
didn't win that year, but I feel like she
Why
did.
y'all scared? Don't be scared. I got you.
Look, if I go, like, I'm be like all about some sage and
You walking around
Lord.
smudging the woods and stuff.
Well, you would have your sage, and I'd be over here with my anointed bottle of prayer oil, and my Bible,
And the
Mhm.
crucifixes.
getting ready to
look.
knock stuff out. No way, Jose. Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. Okay, Pitts
Oh.
answered.
Oh, let's see. The motive is what has bothered me for 7 years. I want the motive and connections. I want to know what caused this crime to happen.
Yeah.
So let me ask you another question. Do you feel like there's any validity at all whatsoever to the Odinism aspect? Do you feel like that big, massive 130 some page memorandum was from that Frank's motion hearing, or whatever? Do you think that was just a bunch of baloney, or do you feel like
Could it play a
it's
part
true?
in? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like what was spoken in there was truth to it, because there was like
They had receipts, y'all.
they had receipts. I
They
mean,
did.
photo proof.
It wasn't like a defense attorney blowing smoke trying to, and don't get me wrong, there may be some things in there that are blowing smoke. But
Okay, a little bit more elaborated. Yeah.
yeah, but there's a
Well, like the
lot of stuff
prosecution
in there.
said, like the prosecution said, colorful.
Right.
Well, I'm not even. We're not even.
I
Gonna talk
don't know about that.
prosecution, 'cause-
Colorful. I would just say maybe enhanced on elaborating.
Yeah, which is his job.
Exactly.
And the prosecution going to do the same thing. But the bulk of that document is receipts. Is the receipt? See,
Four
but the
pits. Yeah.
FBI. Okay, so the FBI was going down the cult
Aspect.
road.
Yeah.
They were going down the cult road, and I don't know exactly what happened, but they ended up like, they're like, all right, y'all got this. Bye.
They did deuce out for a minute.
They did. They were like, bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, that document, they naming names, they giving receipts. See,
Poor
she
pets. Yeah.
knows Carroll County, they dirty. They
Yeah.
dirty. Right? See, look, see.
Well, I mean, the whole political aspect of it, I mean, political ties run deep. And I'm not even gonna pretend that ain't a thing because I've seen it firsthand. So not there. I'm talking about even where I live,
Facts.
there's political rigmarole that goes on in every little town and every big town. So
dirty.
Allegedly.
Supposedly. Theoretically. We're going to cover it all right here.
All right. Well, let's read a little bit more into this this document here, and then we'll scooch on through. Oh, hold on. I have a child.
Oh.
Hi.
We both do it.
She's waving.
Oh,
Jolie.
She's waving at my microphone.
I love it. Oh, I love her
cute.
so much.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We were here. Okay. Victim 1 and Victim 2's deaths were ruled as homicides. Clothes were found in the Deer Creek belonging to Victim 1 and Victim 2, south of where their bodies were located. What, baby? All right, go on. Now, I thought that Abby had her clothes on.
Abby had
Libby's clothes on. Jinx. You owe me Dr. Pepper.
Diet.
Ugh. Well, I thought that we had already determined that Libby's tie-dye t-shirt was in the creek.
The t-shirt was, but she had on the sweatshirt and the jeans. She had Abby had Libby's sweatshirt and jeans on.
Okay.
Sweatshirt, not her shirt, her sweatshirt.
Yeah,
because remember she made Libby's sister made sure the girls had their jackets.
Had a sweatshirt.
Also, didn't Libby have on like sweatpants and not jeans?
Abby had sweatpants on.
Yeah, Abby had sweatpants on.
Okay. Okay, honey, hang on.
When she does that, do you know what I think of? That little girl swinging that hairbrush.
Bring it to me and I'll open it. Okay, then you go open it. She's wanting to play with this Play-Doh. Hold on just a second, you guys.
Oh, no.
Just a second. She can play with the Play-Doh. I don't care if she plays with the Play-Doh, but I got to get her a piece of wax paper out. So hold on just 1 minute. If you guys want to continue reading this while I go do that, then you're more than welcome to if you can see it.
Let me pull it up on my end.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You guys can just chit chat or whatever you want to do. But give me just a couple seconds.
Yeah, well, that's true. Okay. A lot of times they put people in those positions to cover.
Okay, I can read. I got it pulled up on mine. If we want to read. Huh?
I said, go ahead.
Okay, I got this, y'all. All right. So she said that clothes were found in Deer Creek belonged to Victim 1 and Victim 2, south of where the bodies were located. There was also a .40 caliber unspent round less than 2 feet away from Victim 2's body, between Victim 1 and Victim 2's body. The round was unspent and had extraction marks on it. Interviews were conducted with 3 juveniles, blank and blank. They advised they were on the look, I just said that wrong. Monon High Bridge Trail on February 13th, 2017. They advised they were walking on the trail towards Freedom Bridge to go home when they encountered a male walking from Freedom Bridge towards Monon High Bridge. Blank described the male as kind of creepy and advised he was wearing light blue jeans, like really light blue jeans, and his hair was gray, maybe a little brown, and he did not really show his face. She advised the jacket was a dark duck canvas type jacket. Blank advised she said hi to the male, but he just glared at them. She recalled him being in all black and had something covering his mouth. She described him as not very tall, with a bigger build. She said he was not bigger than 5'10". Blank advised he was wearing a black hoodie, black jeans, and black boots. She said he had his hands in his pocket. So I don't know about y'all, but that is completely 2 different descriptions.
And don't look like Bridge Guy at all.
And don't look like Bridge Guy at all.
Also,
other than the really light jeans.
Yes.
But that's it.
And they weren't even really light. Like when I think of light jeans, I think of them pale, like.
You're thinking like a bleach wash.
Yeah.
But a really light blue jean, I could see that because you're thinking of a lighter blue.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
talking about he's in black.
And then was another one that was talking about black. Remember, they interviewed 3 juveniles.
Yep. So
and they're retracting all of them.
How does that correlate to Richard Allen? Because Richard Allen said he was wearing that blue jacket, which almost everybody in Delphi owns, and blue jeans.
Mm-hmm.
So how does all black?
I don't know.
But pit bulls, I agree with you, and something further on that. The dude stole them photos off of the defense attorney's desk. He had the file open and was working on it. And my thing is, how is that their fault? He had his work product on his work desk in his office. That's not allowing.
That's another thing too, because I've heard too that it was a conference room. It wasn't even his office. It was a conference room. So there's speculation thrown out there too. Because I've heard both his office and then a conference room.
Okay, if it was in a conference room, then they were having a meeting discussing
something.
They should. It's still in their office. They should be allowed to have work product out without the fear of somebody coming and taking pictures.
Right.
And leaking them. I mean, I feel like that's BS. All that part is BS.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they won't even give them a response on the contempt stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yep. This is all kind of weird. It's all weird. It's all weird.
All right. I just wanted to address that comment because I have words.
Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Go ahead.
Blank showed investigators photographs she took on her phone while she was on the trail that day. The photographs indicated a photo of Monon High Bridge taken at 12:43 p.m. and another taken at 1:26 p.m. of the bench east of Freedom Bridge. Blank advised after she took the photo of the bench, they started walking back towards Freedom Bridge. She advised that was taken when they encountered the man who matched the description of the photograph taken from victim 2's video. Blank described the man she encountered on the trail was wearing a blue or black windbreaker jacket. She advised that the jacket had a collar and that his hood from the clothing underneath his jacket. She advised he was wearing baggy jeans and was taller than her. She advised her head came up to approximately his shoulders. I gotta scroll up. She advised Blank said hi to the man and that he said nothing back. She stated that he was walking with a purpose, like he knew where he was going. She stated he had his hands in his pocket and kept his head down. She advised she did not get a good look at his face, but believed him to be a white male. The girls advised after encountering the male, they continued their walk across Freedom Bridge and the old railroad bridge over State Road 25. So she gives a little bit more like he matched that, he matched this. It wasn't like the other one where it was like a black jeans, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. All right. Investigators spoke with Blank, who advised she was on the trail February 13, 2017. Video from Holster Harbor Store captured Blank's vehicle traveling eastbound at 1:46 p.m. towards the entrance across from Myers Farm. Blank advised she saw 4 juvenile males walking on the bridge over Old State Road 25 as she was driving underneath on her way to park. Blank advised there was no other cars parked across from the Mears farm where she parked. She advised she walked to the Monon High Bridge and observed a male matching the one from victim two's video. She described the male she saw as a white male wearing blue jeans and a blue jean jacket. She advised she was standing on the first platform of the Monon High Bridge, approximately 50 feet from her. She advised she turned around at the bridge and continued her walk. She advised approximately halfway between the bridge and the parking area across from Mears Farm, she passed 2 girls walking towards Monon High Bridge. She advised she believes the girls were victim 1 and victim 2. Video from Harbor Store showed at 1:49 p.m. a white car matching Blank's vehicle traveling away from the entrance across from Mears Farm. Blank advised she finished her walk and saw no other adults other than the male on the bridge. Her vehicle is seen on Hoosier Harbor Store video at 2:14, leaving westbound from the trails. Blank advised when she was leaving, she noted a vehicle was parked in an odd manner at the old Child Protective Service building. She said it was not odd for vehicles to park there, but she noted it was odd because of the manner it was parked. Back then, near the building, investigators received a tip from Blank in which he stated he was on his way to Delphi on State Road 25 around 2:10 p.m. on February 13, 2017. He observed a purple PT Cruiser or small SUV type vehicle parked on the south side of the old CPS building. He stated it appeared as Blank, though it was backed in as to conceal the license plate of the vehicle. Both drew diagrams where they saw the vehicle parked, and their diagrams generally matched as to the area of the vehicle was parked and the manner in which it was parked. Blank advised he remembered seeing a smaller, dark-colored car parked at the old CPS building. He describes it as possibly being a smart car. Blank's vehicle is seen leaving at 2:28 p.m. on the Hoosier Harbor store video. So, thoughts? I'm gonna take a break for a second.
I'm back. But I'm
Hi.
but I'm gonna be going again here in a second because now the bus is on its way. I'm so sorry.
Well, I just reading.
She
I
just
just reading.
reading.
I just reading.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to you read. You guys was talking a while ago about the guy with the one chick saying that the guy had on all black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just thinking to myself, uh, that was probably the very one that was too busy looking down at her phone, not really paying attention. And she's just like, yeah, I think he had on all black. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I could just see that being,
Mm-hmm.
walking with her two girlfriends or cousins or sisters or whatever. And
Mm-hmm. She's the one on there checking her Snapchat and this, that, and the other. Yeah.
potentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's just true.
Yeah. But, sorry, I'm brushing my hair, putting it back up in a top knot on top of my head. And then I got to put my big old hoodie sweatshirt on. Go out here and get my kiddo off the bus.
Is this still super cold up there by y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is here too.
Yeah, it's super chilly out today.
Yep.
But I'm going to jump back out. I'll have my phone on me. And you guys can continue on. And I'll be back in as soon as I get him off the bus and get him a little quick bite to eat. So you guys are awesome.
JB,
Yeah.
if you want me to read, if you'll drop the link in the back chat.
Uh,
I don't
okay.
have it pulled up on my phone.
Let me see if I can get it to do this.
Oh, and also, QB, if you do fall out, don't worry because I finagled a way for JB to be able to help pull you back up into the StreamYard.
It that
So, yeah, pretty cool, right?
fancy. Well, I think it's my phone and my headphones because put my headphones up and now it's not cutting in and out. I
Oh,
think I think there's something going. Yeah, I think there's something. Anyways, I could be wrong, but allegedly
right.
it has not caused a problem.
I'm trying to
So,
get this
or
together.
if you can drop it in Discord, I can get it there too.
Well, I tried to do that the other day and it come back in. Well, no, that was over in the
Oh, in the back chat, yeah, do it on the Discord because the back chat will cut off.
yeah.
I can grab it. I just thought it would be.
Yeah, give me just a minute. Give me just a I gotta get
Yeah,
more batteries for my doggone mouse.
oh Lord. I have a rechargeable one.
That's what I need.
I love it. I love it. I haven't charged it. I can't remember the last time I charged it either. It lasts forever. Um, yeah, Kayleen, yesterday it was 70 here and very windy, and storms came through that they sent me from Jenny and Morgana. And today is cold. It's like it's about the same 44. I know in Texas y'all are like, nope. Kayleen, do y'all have the wind? 75 and sunny in Yuma. So, Pitbulls, are you currently traveling or are you at home base? I want to be that person. I want to be in my RV. Traveling. There she is. Traveling.
Ooh.
Why?
It did not.
Not.
It didn't link.
Hang on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Mhm. Nope.
It didn't. Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, that's your yeah, open it in the web page and
Yeah.
then copy it. That's taking me to your download folder.
Mm.
I can't access that.
Mm.
Yeah, we still got wind today. The wind yesterday, that wind slammed my car door like 3 times. It was no joke. It almost knocked Em over.
Mm.
Yeah, it was she was out there walking and like I was like, "Ma'am." Was she not so cute though?
She was.
First of all, it was 70 degrees and she was bundled up like it was 30 out. Second of all, now that's not a busy street, that's her street, but I always have to get on her about being in the middle of the street.
Mm.
And I drove up and she's out there. She loves birds, loves birds. And she was looking for the birds and she's like standing in the middle of the road looking. And I'm like, ma'am, please get out of the middle of the road. It's in the dock, big long link. And nah, nah, nah.
Give me a second.
Court docs, already
Bam.
bonded
How
for
about that?
LMPCA.
There. You should have it now. Over in
Oh,
Discord.
oh, oh, hold on. Stand by. Nope.
You still can't get click on that?
I don't have it. It didn't come through yet.
Oh.
Oh, you in our private. You ain't in our. We can't be talking back
Uh-uh.
there.
I ain't on
That's
there. I'm
that's
posse.
bad.
Oh, wait.
I
I
can't.
gotta send it. Oops.
Look, we're professionals here. Y'all don't. Y'all
We
just
got
look
this.
away.
Y'all
Look away.
don't judge. No judgy.
I see you typing, ma'am.
I'm trying. Bam.
Bam. Bam. All right. Hi, ma'am. I know. I'm trying to read. Where did you leave off?
We're on
Page.
page 4.
Okay, that's what I thought. Wow. Um. What?
Investigators spoke with blank.
Okay, hold on. Trying to get it to turn. Why are we not
Mm.
turning? Open here. Professionals. Okay. Page 4.
Mm-hmm.
Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Uh
Investigators spoke with blank.
Investigator spoke with blank. Oh, here we go. I got it. Yeah, y'all. All right. Investigator spoke with blank, who stated that she was traveling east on 300 North on February 13th, 2022. And that ain't right. That date ain't right.
Mm-mm.
It's 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And observed a male subject walking west on the north side of 300 North away from the Monon High Bridge. Blank advised that the male subject was wearing a blue collared jacket and blue jeans and was muddy and bloody. Okay, that's
Yeah.
lie number 1.
Well,
Or exaggeration.
exaggeration.
Yeah, exaggeration number
Oh.
1. She further stated that it appeared he had gotten into a fight. Investigators were able to determine from watching the video from the Hoosier
Mm-hmm.
Harvest store that blank was traveling on 300 North at approximately 3:57 p.m. Through interviews, electronic data, photographs, and video from the Hoosier Harvest store, they shouldn't have named it that. Investigators determined that there was other people on the trail that day after 2:13 p.m. As people were interviewed, and none of those individuals encountered the male subject referenced above, witnessed by the juvenile girls blank and blank. Further, none of these individuals witnessed victim 1 and victim 2. Investigators reviewing prior tips, encountered a tip narrative from an officer who interviewed Richard M. Allen in 2017. That narrative stated, were you going to say something?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
Mr. Allen was on the trail between 13:30 and 15:30. He parked at the old Farm Bureau building and walked to the new Freedom Bridge. While at the Freedom Bridge, he saw three females. He noted one was taller and had brown or black hair. He did not remember description, nor did he speak with them. He walked from the Freedom Bridge to the High Bridge. He did not see anybody, although he stated he was watching a stock ticker on its phone as he walked. On his phone as he walked. He stated there were vehicles parked at the High Bridge trailhead, however, did not pay attention to them. He did not take any photos or videos. His cell phone did not list an IMEI, but did have the following: blank, blank, blank. Potential follow-up information. Who were the three girls walking in the area of Freedom Bridge? Investigators believe Mr. Allen was referring to the former Child Protective Services building, as there was not a Farm Bureau building in the area, nor had there been. Investigators believe that the females he saw included blank and blank due to the time they were leaving the trail, the time he reported getting to the trail, and the description of the three females gave. Investigators discovered Richard Allen owned two vehicles in 2017. A 2016 black Ford Focus and a 2006 gray Ford 500. It's a Ford 500. Investigators observed a vehicle that resembled Allen's 2016 Ford Focus on the Hoosier Harvestor video at 127, traveling westbound on CR 300 north in front of the Hoosier Harvestor, which coincided with his statement that he arrived around 1:30 at the trails. Investigators note witnesses describe the vehicle parked at the former Child Protective CPS building as a PT Cruiser, small SUV, or smart car. Didn't they say it was purple though?
That's what I said. A darker, yeah.
Investigators believe those descriptions are similar in nature to a 2016 Ford Focus. Really?
How is a smart car? I mean, I could see a smart car
Okay, a
maybe, but
smart
an
car, but how's a
SUV,
PT Cruiser or a small SUV? A Ford Focus is little.
little car. I used to have one.
I'm driving one right now. We call it the putt-putt
Mm-hmm.
while my truck is being worked on. Ow. On October 13th, 2022, Richard Allen was interviewed again by investigators. He advised he was on the trails on February 13th, 2017. He stated he saw juvenile girls on the trails east of Freedom Bridge and that he went on to Monon High Bridge. Richard Allen further stated he went out onto the Monon High Bridge to watch the fish. What? Later, in his statement, he said he walked out to the first platform on the bridge. He stated he then walked back, sat on a bench on the trail, and then left. He stated he parked his car on the side of an old building. He told investigators that he was wearing blue jeans and blue or black Carhartt.
Uh-oh.
He may have been wearing some type of head covering as well. He further claimed he had no one else except for the juvenile girls he saw. Wait a minute. He further claimed he saw no one else except for the juvenile girls he saw east of the Freedom Bridge. He told investigators that he owns firearms and they are at his home. Richard M. Allen's wife, Kathy Allen, also spoke to investigators. She confirmed that Richard did have guns and knives at the residence. She also stated Richard owns a blue Carhartt jacket, as does everyone else in Delphi. Okay, Delphi. On October 13, 2022, investigators executed a search warrant of Richard Allen's residence at 1967 North blank, 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 blank. Among other items, officers located jackets, boots, knives, and firearms, including a Sig Sauer model P226 .40 caliber with serial number U625627. Between October 14th and October 19th, 2022, the Indiana State Police laboratory performed an analysis on Allen's Sig-Sauer model to P226. The laboratory performed a physical examination and classification of the firearm, function test, barrel, and overall length measurement, test firing, ammunition component characterization, microscopic comparison, and NIBIN. The laboratory determined that the unspent round located within 2 feet of victim two's body had been cycled through Richard M. Allen's Sig-Sauer model P226. The laboratory remarked, an identification opinion is reached when the evidence exhibits an agreement of class characteristics and sufficient agreement of individual marks. Sufficient agreement is related to the significant duplication of random striated impressed marks as evidenced by the correspondence of a pattern or combination of patterns of surface contours. The interpretation of identification is subjective in nature and based on relevant scientific research and reporting examiner's training and experience. Okay, I'm gonna make a note.
Mm-hmm.
It's subjective.
Exactly.
Okay. What's going on in chat?
Forbet Pitt says that I talk to people back home daily, though. I'm not sure we have even one witness that can be discredited. How about that comment? Okay. And then we got Nightbot. Morgana. Okay.
Say that again,
That's right.
4 Pits.
I'm back,
Yeah.
girl.
Hey.
Hi.
We're just reading.
How's it going?
It's good. We just got to the lab report that said that the striations and their interpretation were subjective. Just saying.
Page
Ah,
6.
Page 6.
all right.
Top of page 6. You want to take over?
I mean, you guys are doing fine if you want to continue.
All right. I'm just going to let y'all know that Manchild just got home and he probably going to come barreling in here because he ain't got the concept that every day I'm on this live. But anyway. Investigators then ran the firearm and found that the firearm was purchased by Richard Allen in 2001. Richard Allen voluntarily came to the Indiana State Police Post on October 26, 2022. He spoke with investigators and stated that he never allowed anyone to use or borrow the Sig-Sauer Model P226 firearm. When asked about the unspent bullet, he did not have an explanation of why the bullet was found between the bodies of victim 1 and victim 2. He again admitted that he was on the trail but denied knowing victim 1 or victim 2. Victim 1 or victim 2. He again admitted that he was on the trail but denied knowing and denied any involvement in their murders. All right. I have words.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear them.
And I may have said this before, but if you knew that you were out at that scene and you had the gun with you and you had racked it, okay? They only put it one time in here, but apparently they grilled him on, has anyone ever borrowed the gun? Has it ever been out of your house? Has it da 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 da?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me that he's gonna say no? If he knew he had that gun out there, I mean, why wouldn't he jump on that and be like, well, yeah, I left it over here, or it was in my truck, or it was, you know what I'm saying? Like to try to cast doubt. I don't know.
I mean, he's already admitted that he was there.
Right.
So why wouldn't he admit, oh, yeah, hey, I did have that with me that day?
Yeah, well, he said something about he had a knife and gun or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I remember correctly, he admitted to, or maybe they speculated that. But again, in that area, everybody carries a knife and gun.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They all carry.
Yep.
Sorry, the diva's being the diva. Carroll County Sheriff's Department detective has been point blank has been part of the investigation since it started in 2017. Why are they blanking the detective out?
Mm-hmm.
He has had an opportunity to review and examine evidence gathered in this investigation. Detective Blank, along with other investigators, believe the evidence gathered shows that Richard Allen is the male subject seen on the video from victim two's phone who forced the victims down the hill. Further, that the victims were forced down the hill by Richard Allen and led to the location where they were murdered. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Through the statements and photographs of juvenile females and statement of blank and blank were at the southeast edge of the trail at 12:43 p.m. east of Freedom Bridge at 1:26 p.m. and walked across the former railroad overpass over Old State Road 25 after 1:26 p.m. and before 1:46 p.m. They walked the entirety of the trail and observed only one person, an adult male. Okay, I got words. Sorry.
More
Hold on.
words.
There was people out there that said there was a lot of people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was because that there was like a lot of kids out there too because they were out of school
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that they were witness. So how is it that they took the one person or the one people or the set of people that saw only one adult male and didn't see nobody else?
Right.
Devil's clavicle, allegedly.
Well, they said that that the day had been full, but I guess at the time when the girls were there, they'd kind of hit like a lull spot, and like people had already came and left, or I don't know, but
But there was witnesses that said they saw other people there.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But maybe that
what
didn't fall into the time frame. I don't
it could
really.
be. That could be.
What page are we
Um,
on? So I'm
we
trying
are
to.
on page 6.
Oh,
About half,
sorry.
Oh,
about
bless you.
Thank
three
you.
quarters, 2/3 of the way down.
Okay.
They walked the entirety of the trail and observed only one person, an adult male. Blank vehicle is seen on Hoosier Harvest Store video at 1:46 and leaving at 2:14. And she stated she saw one adult male, blank and blank, described the male in similar manners, wearing similar clothing, leading investigators to believe all four saw the same male individual. Sorry.
Which don't make
So
no
mad.
sense.
But they didn't describe them all the same because the one girl said he was wearing all black.
Yeah.
Right?
I read
Like
that.
black
Thought the same
jeans,
thing.
black hood, black, all the things, ma'am.
And that one spot when you were reading, you'd said, "Oh, that's the wrong date." They had like 2022 instead of
Yeah.
2017.
Should be
And I saw
2017.
that the first time I read it,
Yep.
I was like, "Wait a minute, why does it say 2022?" I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
understand there's like
Years.
clerical errors or whatever, but that was weird.
Yeah, that date
Right.
is pretty. I mean, they should have that. They should have that right.
Hmm.
Yep.
Investigators believe that the male observed by blank and blank is the same male depicted in the video from victims two's phone to the descriptions of the male by the four females matching the male in the video. Furthermore, victim two's video was taken at 2:13 p.m. and blank saw only one male while she was on the trail from approximately 1:46 to 2:14 p.m. Investigators believe Richard Allen was the male seen by blank and the male seen in victim two's video. Richard Allen told investigators he was on the trail from 1:30 to 3:30 that day. Video from Hoosier Harvest Store shows a vehicle that matches the description of Richard Allen's vehicle passing at 1:27 toward the former CPS building. The clothing he told investigators he was wearing matched the clothing of the male in victim two's video and the clothing descriptions provided by blank and blank. A vehicle matching the description of his 2016 Ford Focus is seen at or around 210, 214, and 228 at the former CPS building. Through his own admissions, Richard Allen walked the trails and eventually hiked to the Monon High Bridge and walked out onto the Monon High Bridge. Um,
So they talked earlier about a purple PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, is it just that somebody like said they saw that and they've mistook it for his 2016 Ford Focus or what?
Yeah, but they were saying people were
Car.
talking about a PT Cruiser, a small SUV, or a smart car,
Smart car. That's a
which
lot of different vehicles.
none of
Well, I mean,
those.
a smart car is tiny.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
and I mean, a Ford Focus is small, but it ain't a smart car small,
Mm-mm.
No, and a PT Cruiser is,
long. It's more like a station wagon almost.
but it's taller,
Mhm.
Yep.
and
And a
wider.
small SUV, none of that, none of that, none of that makes sense. None of it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Um, and then there was something else. I'm sorry about the diva, y'all.
I don't hear.
Nope.
Really?
Really.
She's
Very
so
faintly,
low.
every once in a while, very faintly.
Oh, you know what? I changed my mic settings. Maybe that's why. Um, the clothing he told her there was something else that made me okay. Let me keep reading. A male subject wow. A
Words.
male subject matching Richard Allen's description was not seen on the trail after 2:13 p.m. Investigators identified other individuals on the trails or CR 300 North between 2:30 and 4:11. None of those individuals saw a male subject matching the description of Richard Allen on the trail. Furthermore, Richard Allen stated that he only saw 3 girls on the trail who investigators believe to be blank.
Well, they didn't see him between 2:30 and 4:11 because he was out there in the woods with these girls committing heinous acts,
Allegedly.
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 Um,
And I don't mean Richard Allen. I mean whoever the bridge
right,
guy is.
right. Investigators believe Richard Allen was not seen on the trail after 2:13 because he was in the woods with victim 1 and victim 2. An unspent 40 caliber round between the bodies of victim 1 and victim 2 was forensically determined to have been cycled through Richard Allen's Sig Sauer Model P226. The Sig Sauer was found at Richard Allen's residence and he admitted to owning it. Investigators were able to determine that he owned it since 2001. Richard Allen stated he had not been on the property where the unspent round was found, that he did not know the property owner, and that he had no explanation as to why the round cycled through his firearm would be at that location. Furthermore, he stated that he never allowed anyone to use or borrow the Sig Sauer. Investigators believe that after the victims were murdered, Richard Allen returned to his vehicle by walking down CR 300 North. Investigators believe he was seen by Blank walking back to his vehicle on CR 300 North with his clothes that were muddy and bloody. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Blank along with investigators believe the statements made by the witnesses because the statements corroborate the timeline of the death of the 2 victims as well as coincide with the admissions made by Richard Allen. Further, the accounts relayed by Blank and Blank are similar in nature, and timestamps on photographs taken by Blank correspond to the times the juvenile female said they were on the trail and saw the male individual. Um, and then there's the minutes. State Indiana Nicholas McClellan, prosecuting attorney, files probable cause affidavit executed by Tony Liggett. And information for count 1, murder of felony, count 2, murder of felony. But there's no date stamps or anything. It's October 27th, but woof.
That's money.
Um, the defendant being in custody, the court determines that probable cause does exist. The court sets bond in the matter at blank, 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 blank.
Steph says maybe that one lady was colorblind. Well,
Maybe.
hopefully she would
Mm.
have told the cops, listen, I'm colorblind, so I might be off on the colors. I mean, honestly, though, if that's true. And Four Pitbull says, "What? How about that comet? What did I
Yeah.
miss
I
there?"
don't know. I'm kind of confused about that one.
And then they say, I'm not sure we have even one witness that can't be
Can't be
discredited.
discredited. Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. Or at
Yeah.
least explained.
Mhm.
Um,
Listen, I'm going to say it 100 times more. I've already said it 100 times, and I'll say it 1,000 more times between now and trial, if the trial ever happens. I'm not saying Richard Allen ain't guilty, but I'm also not saying that he is. There ain't enough, and what they do have can easily be explained away.
the
Mhm.
only thing that they have that sticks is his
Admission.
admission to his wife under duress.
Mhm.
But whenever you look at that memorandum, it specifically says in there that he was told if he didn't
Yes.
admit to her
Yep.
that harm would come to his wife and child,
Yep.
Mhm.
or family, wife and
Yes,
family.
his family. Yes. Yep. Um,
Yeah, Kel says in the shell casing, but I'm not even sold by that.
I don't buy that. I don't buy it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
For a okay. First of all, the lab report, they didn't even put the why didn't they put the lab report? Why they just put that excerpt
That's what I'm
from
wondering.
from the lab report and it says it's subjective. Second of all, that crime scene was open for 2 days.
Hmm.
Yep.
After.
And then they found the casing after the
Mhm.
fact. You're telling me they were digging through all that stuff and they didn't see it the first time? And
Right.
then the look, that pop is sweet. Um the sorry, I got a squirrel. Um if y'all ain't diamond painters, you don't understand, but it's nice. Um and then uh oh, the striations, they're surface marks. They're not really even striations. They're just like little scratches.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
I ain't buying. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it.
Well, I'll just say that the shell casing in and of its own um would be proof, but again, with what we know and with what we are
Privy to now.
yeah, what we're privy to and what is alleged is that
Italy.
if he was set up, then that's one of the setups.
Mhm.
A part of the setup is the his gun, the shell. So Kayleen says it's the popping. Yes, 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 yes.
Hashtag oh snap dots.
I was just gonna say, look, he's filling up the cat food so it's loud. I was just gonna say them some snap dots, them some snap dots right there,
That's it what it
and
is.
they're like snap,
And
snap.
blah, blah, blah,
Love
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
So Pitbull, if you come back into the chat, I'd love to know what this is. The how about that comment? I don't know if he meant comment or maybe comment. I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to know what that is about. Um, so I'm gonna go back over here and share this tab. So that was the thank you, girls, for reading the vast majority of that probable cause affidavit.
Oh, of
Um,
course.
You're welcome.
I've read that so much,
So
um,
much.
and
Much.
I'm sure I'll still continue to read it. But let me get rid of that, and then we're gonna continue on past October 31st. So, and imagine this is
Mm,
Halloween night
mm, mm.
that they
Mhm.
announced this arrest, right? Ugh,
That's not culty at all.
no,
Mm-mm.
really, not at all. Um, and then again, I forgot that public thing I'm going to share this. Let me go find it. I have his the press release when he was arrested here, which we're gonna take a peek at. Um, I will let you know now if you have headphones or earbuds in, you might want to adjust the volume because they've got a little bit of a. And I checked other pressers, but it was all of them. It must have been the main mic.
Oh, the feedback.
Yeah, there's some feedback in it that's annoying,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. I couldn't find anything not including feedback. So,
Hey, Henny.
Hi,
hey, Henny.
Henny.
Hey, Henny, Henny. Good afternoon, Henny. It's afternoon for her, or evening now. Is it evening for you now, Henny? Um, but yeah, we have this, and then share this tab. I'm gonna crank it up, make it a little bigger. But we have Doug Carter here in the back. He's the superintendent for the Indiana State Police. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. QB's got feelings about Doug Carter. I actually like Doug Carter, but
He makes me feel some kind of way.
and then
Mm-hmm.
we have McClelland, which is the prosecutor back here.
He
Mm-hmm.
also.
He's a jerkwad, but kind of cute. And then we
He
have this
greasy.
dude.
He ain't cute.
He greasy. I agree.
He's cute. He's cute.
See, Steph
But
agrees with me. Steph agrees with me that crazy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That superintendent, he's scurry.
mm,
There's
He's
something up.
scurry. And did y'all notice? Wait a minute, which one was it? I don't remember which one it was, but when he was on Dr. Phil and a couple other places, that he has a stutter. And when he gets nervous, and he was acting,
Doug Carter?
yes,
He was
he
on Megan
had,
Kelly too.
yes, he has a stutter.
I haven't noticed that.
Yes, I'll find it. I'll send you the timestamp.
Yeah, we need that.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
I'd like
they
to see
are,
that.
and they're jutting around, and he, no,
I do. I personally like Doug Carter. I don't
that's
know
fine. You
why,
don't
but
have
I
to be
do.
wrong.
Um, but Nick McClelland though,
He's a dirtbag.
Damn.
yeah, a little
He-
bit.
Now,
He,
okay, all right, all right. Here's another thing on McClellan. All right, the
oh.
only other major unsolved crime that they have in that county
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the
is
poor
them four
girls.
babies, them
Big
four
bum
girls.
girls over in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said in a press conference that it's unprecedented, um, that they withhold and seal information and blah, blah, blah when he was talking about the Abby and Libby. Okay.
Mhm.
Except for in the only other unsolved case of them four girls, he did the same exact thing. He sealed everything. So much so that they weren't even updating the family
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of what was going on. He's shady. Either that or he's just a control freak,
yeah. I don't know which. I
which I
don't
can
know.
see that too. I can see that too. But he also, okay, I'm skipping around.
Oh,
She's jumping around. Look, she skipping around all right.
man.
I'm sorry. Hey. He also sniffs a lot.
Who does?
The superintendent dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not like he been crying sniffing.
I hate it here.
I ain't here. I love you
I
so
hate it
much.
here.
We're doing that. I knew it. I knew. As soon as you said you had a surprise, I was like, I'm in trouble.
I hate it here.
I ain't here.
She's gonna have to bounce out and come back because it's gonna continue to play. I don't
It
know
only
why
does
your
that every
phone.
once in a while. I think it's my headphones.
Oh.
I learned something yesterday with M has one of them blood sugar monitor things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's new, and we're trying to get it to work, and it keeps going out and coming back in. And Steph, like he whole powder sniffing, yes,
No,
the
you
booger
Oh
guys.
sugar,
yeah,
the
I heard that.
booger sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
No.
you watch him from now
Yeah.
on. You'll never unsee it. He's like,
Yep. He's like,
No.
yep,
You guys, maybe, hey, if he
mm.
lives in Indiana, maybe he's just got really bad allergies.
or maybe no.
Inside a building, like kind of what you're seeing right now. Come on
He don't
now.
go
That's
outside.
what I do. I sniff like that all the time. But
No,
okay.
ma'am. No, you
No,
don't
this was
sniff like that.
excessive. This
You
was
don't sniff like that.
excessive.
No, ma'am. No
Excessive.
ham. No turkey.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, I learned yesterday that if you have Bluetooth devices, okay, that start acting wonky, if you turn the Bluetooth on your phone off, restart the phone, and then turn the Bluetooth back on, it's like a hard restart for your Bluetooth devices
Yeah.
for the connection.
Gail knows me.
And with his eyes and the no blinking, y'all,
Mm.
right? Right.
You guys
I mean,
crack me up.
look, I got sinus issues, I got the allergies, and I do the sniffing, but I don't sniff like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've been saying that from the
Yeah, there's
y'all
something
wait,
up.
y'all wait. When this all comes out, y'all gonna be like, dang, QB called it. Y'all watch.
Y'all kill me.
QB knows.
All right. So let's watch this.
He said, I'm done with you.
No, because now you got me interested. Now I got to go look at his eyes
Go
and
look.
listen to see if he sniffs.
Go watch on Dr. Phil, or no, it was the other one. It
No,
was
Megan
on
Kelly.
Megan Kelly.
I watched both of those and I didn't
Watch it
notice
again,
nothing.
ma'am. He's
Pay
got
attention to him.
stutter.
Pay attention to him.
It's
Right, Gail? Dude just needs some Visine, some sinus allergy eye drops, man. Come on.
look, Steph, I did not blame everybody. Okay. I have not blamed everybody. I have said that the law enforcement is definitely involved. Even that little, you see that little dude at the podium right there?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Him too.
Well,
All
what
them
did he
guys.
do?
I don't know about him, QB.
No, I'm just kidding. I was just messing.
I don't even know who this kid is. He looks like a kid. He's
He
Oh,
is.
young.
He's like
he's been in
12.
quite a few pressers.
Yeah, he's yeah. But just listen. Let's just listen to the presser. Sorry. Y'all know I got words.
Okay. Well, we'll watch it and then we'll have more words. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to mute myself.
We will not discuss evidence that is related to this investigation. On behalf of the Delphi Double Homicide Task Force, thank you all for your continued support. I would now like to introduce to you our first speaker, Superintendent of the Indiana State Police, Doug Carter. Give me just a second here.
Okay, now wait a minute. He does do a lot of sniffing here at the beginning, but he's getting ready to announce that they have finally made an arrest after 5 years. The dude is crying.
Mm-hmm.
Steph says, see,
Mm-hmm.
sniffing.
And he wiped
But
his nose
I
before
just
he come up there.
explained it. I just
No.
explained the sniffing.
He never got choked up here. Yeah, just watch. Just watch. You
Okay,
watch.
okay, okay.
Seldom do I have prepared remarks, but today is different because I do not want there to be any confusion or ambiguity with what I will say. Today is not a day to celebrate, but the arrest of Richard M. Allen of Delphi on 2 counts of murder is sure a major step in leading to the conclusion of this long-term and complex investigation. First, I'd like to speak directly to Anna, Mike, Becky, Kelsey, your extended families, along with the entire Delphi community that certainly has grown and now includes our nation and even many countries around the world. I am proud to report to you that today, actually last Friday, was the day, and an arrest has been made. Thanks to literally hundreds of media outlets that have been steadfast in reporting and keeping the memories of Abby and Libby front and center. Many of you in the room have developed relationships with me personally, and I always have a personal perspective, and today's no different. But from a very personal perspective, you all have provided inspiration and support, even while oftentimes frustrated with us and me. You continue to encourage the efforts, and you too believe that one day we would all be here participating and sharing this news. To the entire law enforcement community, which includes all local, state, and federal agencies, which are far too many to specifically mention today, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going to continue a very methodical and committed approach to ensure that if any other person had any involvement in these murders in any way, that person or persons will be held accountable. Since the murders of Abby and Libby 2,086 days ago, the daily investigative team has worked tirelessly and is certainly worthy of mention today. Specifically, Sheriff Linsonby, the Sheriff of Carroll County, Detectives Tony Liggett, Detective retired Kevin Hammond, former Delphi Chief and now the prosecutor's investigator Steve Mullins, State Police First Sergeant Jerry Holman, Detectives Jay Harper, Dave Vito, and Brian Harshman, along with members of the United States Marshal Service, specifically Agent Jeremy Clinton and Agent Bill Colfers. With them today is Dan McClain, the U.S. Marshal, appointed U.S. Marshal. Our state police analyst, our scientist from many different disciplines within our laboratory division, Mrs. Kathy Shank, for your incredible dedication to detail, and to so many others that I know I've missed. I really believe that Abby and Libby would be proud of you for standing strong, even in the face of immense pressure and perpetual criticism. Some of these individuals have postponed retirement, passed on promotional opportunity, have dedicated personal time away from their families, given up nights, weekends, and holidays, all while in the pursuit of accountability for Abby.
I see you guys in the chat. I'll rewind it back a little bit. Yeah, I see you say, go back, please, and thank you. Okay, I'll rewind it back. How far? Tell me how far, because I missed where he said that at. Like a minute, 2 minutes. Listening the names out, maybe 1 minute. Okay.
Since the murders of Abby and Libby 2,086 days ago, the daily investigative team has worked tirelessly and is certainly worthy of mention today. Specifically, Sheriff Linsonby, the Sheriff of Carroll County, Detectives Tony Liggett, Detective retired Kevin Hammond, former Delphi chief and now the prosecutor's investigator Steve Mullins, State Police First Sergeant Jerry Holman, Detectives Jay Harper, Dave Vito, and Brian Harshman, along with members of the United States Marshal Service, specifically Agent Jeremy Clinton and Agent Bill Colfers. With them today is Dan McLean, the U.S. Marshal, appointed U.S. Marshal. Our state police analyst, our scientist from many different disciplines within our laboratory division, Mrs. Kathy Shank, for your incredible dedication to detail, and to so many others that I know I've missed. I really believe that Abby and Libby would be proud of you for standing strong, even in the face of immense pressure and perpetual criticism. Some of these individuals have postponed retirement, passed on promotional opportunity, have dedicated personal time away from their families, given up nights, weekends, and holidays, all while in the pursuit of accountability for Abby and Libby. I know that today's announcement will not diminish your resolve, and I hope you have found just a bit of peace in this most complicated world. This is really important. While I know you are all expecting final details today concerning this arrest, today is not that day. Today is not that day. This investigation is far from complete, and we will not jeopardize its integrity by releasing or discussing documents or information before the appropriate time. Prosecutor Nick McClellan, of course, will share additional information about what we can and cannot say, and also explain to you why the probable cause affidavit is temporarily sealed by the court and not available. And by the way, he has been a tremendous asset to this team. I'm yet again asking you for your patience and please your understanding while our system of due process works. Also remember that all persons arrested are presumed innocent. All persons arrested are presumed innocent. You all will have an innate desire to subjectively interpret and then report what you think. We in the law enforcement realm cannot, and you should never allow us to, talk about what we think concerning facts, but rather discuss and share at the right time what it is we know. The time will come when additional details can be released. But again, today is not that day. It's about Abby and Libby, their families, and this community, this nation, and even our planet. The prosecutor has been very clear with law enforcement about what his expectations are, about what can and cannot be released, shared, or discussed. So we will, of course, comply. If you choose to be critical of our silence, be critical of me, not the front line. These are the folks that have committed their entire lives to a successful conclusion. In other words, a guilty verdict. As we move to the next phase of this investigation, I will continue to offer all resources that the ISP has to not only the investigative team I anticipate growing, but also to Prosecutor McClellan as we prepare for the coming months. Again, Nick has been very resolute and very clear and I'm most grateful for his leadership. And it's going to be really important as we move forward. Please continue offering tips that you would like to share. The many avenues to report will remain open and will be available to all. Please continue doing that. In closing, I stand before you in this church and very place where we held our first briefing nearly 6 years ago, and just hours after the murders of Abby and Libby. Right here. Pulling in today, I wasn't really sure what emotion I would experience. But peace came over me. And I didn't expect that to happen. And I hope all of you, with all the different responsibilities you have from around the planet today, have felt some of that as well. But remember, we're not done. I think what we all have experienced proves that together there's nothing we cannot do. But more importantly, giving of ourselves, all of us, giving of ourselves matters more than what we could ever receive. Abby and Libby, though in death, have had a profound effect on so many of us, on how we live, and as importantly, who we all should be. I would now like to introduce to you my friend and Carroll County Sheriff, Tom Lidsby, for his remarks. Sheriff.
Okay, I know QB is busting at the seams. She's like a can of Pillsbury biscuits right now. She's just ready to pop.
Ma'am, look. First of all, so StreamYard is apparently not letting me make comments. I have to go over to YouTube to make comments because I was making all kinds of comments and they were not coming out. But first of all, I'm with you, Steph. This guy right here.
Toe?
Mm, yes. 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 But we got we got the
Mhm.
Steve, we got the Dave, we got mm, there's two Daves. There's two
There's
Daves.
David and Dave.
Yep,
I've
David and
lost
Dave.
I've lost tabs on all the players here.
Okay, well, Steve and Dave were the names that kept coming up in
Deceiving
par-
Evil.
the scary video.
Mhm.
And this was well before anything was released.
Yep.
So
Pitbull says I've seen all this so long it's like blah 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 anymore. Yeah.
So, is it just me? Because I know y'all think I'm just bent on, I think these people are guilty and I'm blaming everybody. So when it comes out, I'll be right. And that ain't it. I didn't blame everybody. Um, but every time these guys talk, it's like it's scripted. Every time they have a conversation, it's like verbatim. It's not like, oh, this is what happened and I'm retelling the story, and it's I don't know. I ain't buying it.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it.
So it says he knows Toe pretty good. His wife graduated with me. His brother-in-law was one of my best friends. So um I don't know if I'm a good judge of character, but like the the Doug Carter, like I I don't know. I like the guy. I don't know. What are thoughts on Pitbull's I got to know your thoughts on Carter and Tobe Lesenby
Yeah.
or any of the other key players. Give us the dirt. Like, what are your genuine? If you're comfortable, I don't want to call you out because you're local and stuff. But I mean, if you're up for it, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on Doug Carter and Tobe Lesenby. But uh, Tobe, I love him honestly. Okay, you feel like he's a good, decent, like dude. And then Carter. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Was it
Oh
him?
yeah, the comet.
The comic comment. You'd said something earlier about what about that comet, and I didn't know what you meant by that. Tobe isn't that bright. He got suckered into a lot of things. Mm.
I could see that he could be coerced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rebecca Ann.
Hey Rebecca Ann, welcome
Hi.
Welcome.
in. One of the things also was that a lot of these investigators that were leading this case were very, very new. They had no murder experience, very little murder experience, um,
Homicide.
very little investigative experience, and they continually kept turning down outside help from certain agencies. There were some they would accept help from, but others that had much more experience in this type of thing, and they did not lean on them to help them. And I thought that was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of it was, I don't want to talk out of turn because I don't know this for sure, but was either from the FBI or the SBI office, because they were going down that cult avenue and they didn't agree with it or didn't want to. Tony Liggett and Steve Mullins are the true LE dirtbags. I feel you.
Yep.
I feel you. Yes.
And
I'm
see, the
telling
thing
you.
is that I feel like their names aren't, you know, brought out as much. But
Mm-hmm.
Ringleaders.
hmm yeah,
Steve. Yes. Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Dave and
Dave.
David. Well, okay. All right. So hear me out. We're talking about Odinists that were taken over by white supremacist group, allegedly. Okay. So then we go into those 4 babies that were killed in that fire. Okay.
yeah.
Why y'all all got silent?
We're
No, I'm
listening.
listening.
Um, and also there was a question that I think it was Libby's mom had dated um someone of another race, but I can't remember for sure if it was Libby's mom or not, but that there was some speculation as to why they had went after the girls because of that.
Hmm
That's pure speculation.
And she's gone.
She ain't gone.
We're gonna
Hi.
speculate that QB's here. Hey, Morgana.
Howdy, howdy.
And
And she gone.
Back.
Are you back, QB?
hey,
I hate it here. Yeah.
hey there. Oh, okay. I don't know where I dropped out, but I'm just saying it all kind of fits together if you look at
I
it.
hate it here. Sorry, I had to.
Um,
I see what you're saying, QB. It really, if you look at the broad,
yes, if you look at it from, let's say, 50,000 feet,
yeah.
okay, and you look at all of it, it kind of all makes sense. Just saying.
Pitbull
Alleged.
says David is McLean. Dave is Liebert.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Liebert.
So, anyway, I just wanted to kind of like stop for a minute and talk about, what all he said before we get to the notes from Tobe Lesenby here. But so, I'm still a Doug Carter fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
That's all I've got to say.
No, that's fair, Jenny. That's
Yeah, it is.
That's your opinion, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that from jump, he skeeved me out.
Yeah.
She be getting bad vibes.
Yep. I from the beginning. And he wasn't, to me personally, he was not passionate as in passionate about this case. He was I don't know, like passionate about making people look the other way. I don't know.
Tobe lives on the Liebert family farm, if that
Ooh.
helps.
Mm.
Liebert, that is Tobe's wife's maiden name. Uncle is Dave Liebert. It's Tobe's wife's uncle.
And I will tell you, pit bulls, I respect and appreciate your information because we can tend, okay, I'm not gonna say we, I can tend to start to group them all together, and I do realize that if there is an Odinist component, and if it is the white supremacist, then there is a hierarchy, and that Tobe may or may not be involved, but on a lower level.
Teresa.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Who is Teresa Liebert?
She is.
She's the one that seen the she drove by, right?
She's I think she's the one that drove by under the bridge.
Oh, okay.
So who's she married to, or who's she related to with the Liebert name? How's she connected? Look at us all looking at the chat.
Dave's wife, if I'm correct.
Dave's wife, yes. Okay, cool. All right.
Cool.
All right. I hate doing this, but Google's got a reboot so that I can be googly later on. So I got to reboot. I'm gonna drop down.
Love you.
All right, love you guys. Bye, everybody in chat.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy. Billy comes in right. Googly's heading out, and Billy comes in.
And where's Morgana? She being quiet. Am I talking too much?
No, I'm here.
I'm
here.
So, okay, so hear me out. Dave, why did all my comments just come up?
What in the world? QB, honey.
That was from before. It was from before.
Your phone is possessed. Okay, I'm just saying it right now. Allegedly.
Girlfriend, we'd
Not
already
allegedly.
we
Like
have determined that your
Maury up in here determining that it is not
You need to
good.
like burn that or something.
yeah,
I need to
Maury
take.
has
I really need to
determined.
take it to the AT&T store because it's definitely a problem. I told you I was over here commenting, and they were like, "Nah."
You got any sage or something you could burn over that? I don't know.
I do. I need to.
Lord,
Anyways,
Lord.
Yeah.
So Dave Liebert is married
She's over here writing notes down, man.
to Teresa Liebert. No, this is out of my head. So
He's making
Dave
a
Liebert,
family
I'm talking
tree.
it through. I'm talking it through with you. So Dave Liebert is married to Teresa Liebert. Okay.
Oh, look at Steph's comment.
I see her.
I don't know if they're going to give you $1 for that.
I'm gonna turn it in and get my dollar. I'm gonna get my dollar. Let me wipe it first, though. Might be the Odinist Gale. They might. I don't know. But okay. So Dave Liebert is married to Teresa Liebert. Okay.
Allegedly.
No, they married.
No, he said if he's right.
Oh, okay. Well, and Tobe lives on their property. They all connected. But Teresa is the one that was the witness that supposedly put Richard Allen on the bridge, y'all.
Hmm.
Y'all.
Are you stretching?
No, I ain't stretching. I'm telling y'all, there is some kind of connection, and I'm gonna talk myself until I get it. I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
I'm just telling y'all. Look, all conspiracy theories were crazy before they were proven.
Okay.
It's a great observation. Pitbull says I'm gonna head out to walk the dogs. Reach out if you ever have questions. If I can help, if I can
Thank
answer, I
you.
will.
Come back and see us.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah.
Do you do crafts? She has a craft channel too. You can come hang out with us over there. I am not getting a spirit box, Steph. Stop it.
I think the phone already is.
Great job explaining that.
See, Pitbull knows. They know. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet now. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna sit over here and
Smack your pickle.
smack my pickle. If I was a dude, that would be so bad.
Oh, QB's like, what pickle? I ain't got no pickle. What are you talking about?
She knows about it. She's the one that told us about it.
No, that
was
yeah, it
you.
was me. It was
Yeah,
me.
it was you.
But y'all
Yeah.
turned it into something not what I meant. I
I
meant
didn't
mouth
do that.
smacking.
As a matter of fact, real quick, can I just take a break here for a second and say, you all need to go back and watch that, okay? Because you made it out like I was being dirty, but no, it was QB that started that.
But QB didn't say smacking the pickle like smacking the
did.
pickle.
Well, no, but you said it, and I was like, what is she? Instead of saying smacking their lips, because that's what you would usually say, you said smacking the pickle.
But I said they took a bite of the pickle and they were smacking it.
And they were smacking the pickle. And I said, what does that mean?
Just yell, Steve. What were y'all doing, Steve? David and Dave Liebert.
See, she's trying to divert from what happened.
No, Steph, I'm yelling at my phone trying to make it work.
You see it, Jenny, don't you?
Seriously, though, y'all, I need to take it to the...
See?
Wow.
That's what happens when you try to, like, cover up what you did.
Look. Swoop done knocked my phone out. Swoop.
I ain't here.
I ain't here. Margaret's like, not the pickle talk again. Hi, Margaret.
Margaret. Don't open your refrigerator.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me the rundown on your thoughts, QB.
What?
You're gonna have to give me a rundown again on your thoughts about this connection under the bridge.
Oh, because now y'all want to listen because Pity said I was right.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. What I had said was that
She's all
Dave,
broke down and offended now.
Dave, I'm telling y'all, when this comes out, y'all gonna be like, on February, whatever the date was, I first started
Leap
saying
year.
it.
Yeah, and
Only,
then it won't
and
even
it'll
be
never
true
happen
because
again.
right.
Yep.
Sell
There
it
won't
I
be
have
out.
resumed the
Look,
conversation
I'm gonna
4
post it
years from today.
on my IG and my Facebook, and it'll never show up. Okay, so Dave and Teresa are allegedly married.
Okay.
Okay.
Teresa
Teresa.
is the witness that was driving under the bridge that places Richard Allen allegedly at the scene.
Okay.
Also, if I'm correct, I'll have to go back and read the probable cause warrant, the affidavit, but I believe she is also the one that identified the vehicle or saw the vehicle at the CPS building. All I'm saying is that mighty convenient.
Yeah.
But
I see what you're saying.
didn't Richard Allen admit to being there until that time?
No, he actually said he left earlier than what they're saying they saw him. And then nobody saw him after the time that the girls supposedly went missing, but theoretically he had left already. And I want to know, did they not ping his phone? Where his
Oh, I'm
phone
sure
pinging
they
at?
have.
Okay, well I need to see.
No, I'm saying I'm sure they have that they
No, I
probably
know.
have
I'm
that.
saying I need to see. Like McClelland, come off some of this information, sir.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to.
Stop being in control. And I mean, there was a press conference that he did that he said he instructed all law enforcement that any comment ever in life that they make about this case has to be run by him first.
Mm.
And that came out of his face. I'm not making that up. He
Mm.
said he had instructed them, so if anybody had any issues, that they could come to him because he instructed them that any comment had to come and be approved from him. And that's why I say it's very hinky to me that everything sounds scripted when they talk.
Yeah.
Not like you're repeating, like I said, it's not like you're repeating an event that you lived through, okay? Because even if I went to, okay, I went to M's yesterday and she was walking in the street and she was all cute and stopping and looking at the birds and all that. And then if I tell it again, I may have those same elements, but it may change a little bit. The order may change or whatever. That it never changes. They always say the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I get that. I understand it.
So, anyways.
I see what you mean.
Y'all want to hear me now because Pity agreed with me.
Well, yo.
Yo!
You talking about McClellan having all these issues and stuff. Well, if he's got issues, he needs tissues, and if he's got tissues, he
Oh,
needs to
that's
get one
Carter.
to
You
Doug
said
Carter.
McClellan. Yeah, McClellan probably dealing it.
Oh my God!
Allegedly.
Lord have mercy.
Now,
Okay.
Now I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. But there has been some chatter that there
Yeah, it's a good time probably for her to before she gets in the deep doo
I
doo.
hate it. I hate it so much. Why? I'm glad that I could be a source of entertainment. I'm about to throw this phone.
Don't. It's possessed. I'm telling you.
It's
Throw it.
them ghosts. That's because JB made me watch that thing last night, and the ghosts are in my phone now.
And why were you guys scared about that?
I wasn't scared. I don't like paranormal things. Wig me out. They just go into the depths of my being, and I don't like it. It's just I
Because they can
wasn't
happen, right?
scared. They just
Well, I
You,
mean, and
you were
I'm not gonna lie. It's just that's something I don't think people should be messing with. But
agreed. And that's why I get okay, first of all, we can go down a whole nother road about whether or not we should be doing that or not on so many different levels. But that stuff it shakes me to my core
yeah,
when they
I'm not
all
going
talking
to.
about the same thing, and they talking about how they were killed and stuff. That was before any of that was released.
Exactly.
That freaked me out. I don't
Hmm.
like it. I don't like it. It ain't right. It ain't right. Y'all, it ain't right. And
well,
JB and
none of
I are
that was
laying.
released that we know of. I'm not 100. I'm not sold on that somebody didn't get word and that word didn't get traveled here and there and
JB said,
yonder.
don't be blaming me." And yet she sent the link out,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Well, it was only like a month later. So, right? Wasn't it in
Right.
March?
Yes. Not really much had been released unless there
Yeah.
was somebody close to the investigation. But
Well, that's what I'm saying because
I
there
mean,
was
it's
words that
possible.
came out. Text messages were leaked pretty quick. Uh, that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
But
But it also could be the spirits, Jenny.
nah,
Mm,
Doo-doo.
nah,
I don't
ain't
know.
buying it. Ain't buying it. I
All I
mean,
know is I don't like it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
with
like it.
Steph. Now that's when I get a little bit.
I don't like none of that. That
I'm
they
not.
all they all
well, and
fall in
that's
the
what I'm
same line
saying.
with
That's what
me.
I'm saying. You go from the spirits, and then some of
Hmm.
those demons. If we're going to get down into the nitty gritty of it, I feel like some of those demons pretend that they're the spirit.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta watch
So
that. They say.
Yeah, you
But
definitely.
I'm not
That's
gonna be doing it myself. Like I'm not gonna take a spirit box somewhere. But I don't
no.
mind watching those people that do it.
no,
Mm-mm.
You know.
Them
yeah.
spirit boxes, they freak me
Yeah, I
out.
know, but whenever I first started, I'd see those words like in the YouTube searches and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, for real?
Nope. I'm out.
Okay,
All
Sorry.
right.
Sidebar. Go back. It wasn't food this time.
Yeah.
nah, nah. All right, let's go ahead and get
Getting out
back
that.
to
Let's see Tobe. Let's see what Tobe got to say.
yeah. Let's go listen to Mr. Mustache here. That's what I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Mustache. Oh, Rebecca coming in hot. Carroll County is so criminal, Ellie and all.
See, she the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
JB said, on my behalf, I didn't really think about the kind of video till after I watched it. Then, of course, I had to share. And I is not going to Delphi or the bridge, nowhere.
She ain't
JB's
going.
like,
She ain't going to Indiana. She's done.
uh-uh,
She's like,
she
nope.
done spooked. But
nope.
thanks for
She's like,
sharing
if
it,
I'm
JB.
gonna,
It was
if
interesting.
JB's like, if I'm gonna go to Indiana or if I'm gonna go to New York or anywhere up north, I'm gonna go all
The
the way
way
around.
around. She ain't even driving in the vicinity of Indiana. She's
Nope.
like, nope.
No. And she won't even fly over top of it either, I'm sure.
You
She's
know
like,
there are
excuse me.
spirits everywhere else, right, JB? Not
She
just
done.
Indiana.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I would. I mean, I would be interested. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be the one that would be out like on the street, on the pavement, feet on the street. checking these places out, but I
Mhm.
would think 47 times before I'd go to Delphi. I don't know. There's some shady, crazy. Nah, no. I don't know about all that.
JB. Yes, in my current house. Just saying, but I didn't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now we got to go there with the spirit box.
Well, we all go in there
Oh,
anyways
Lord.
because she gonna feed us.
Mm-hmm.
So we check out the spirits while we there.
She gonna
Jenny
short
says
order
she
cook
ain't
us
going.
some food?
They got cookies.
Cookies? Who said
Spirit?
cookies?
Yeah. Look,
Maybe.
I'll talk to them if they got cookies.
Probably.
Oh, Lord. Now that reminds me of the It clown where he says, "We got cookies down
That's
here."
right.
We all float down here.
We all float down here.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a minute. Wait. I just saw something that popped across my screen. Let me click on
Oh,
this and see what this says.
damn. You almost wrote in the chat.
Be on the
Catch you.
lookout. Statewide Amber Alert issued. Autistic Tennessee boy missing for days.
Yeah.
I saw that he was missing, but I didn't see anything about him being autistic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's not good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and continue. This Steph, you did say as long as we stayed till 1 o'clock, and it's almost 1 o'clock. And I also got a shipping notification from you. Yay!
What? Wait a minute. Let me go check my emails. I got 457 scoops coming.
Yeah.
Some of
All right.
which.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this and see what Tobe Lisenby has to say. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe in a God of justice and righteousness. Today, I believe that same God has provided us with justice for Abby and Libby. As Sheriff of Carroll County, Indiana, I want to publicly and sincerely thank each individual who played a role in helping us during this 5.5-year investigation. Whether it was in an investigative capacity, providing tips, cards or letters of suggestions or encouragement, phone calls, and thousands of other countless ways of communicating. I earnestly thank those who prayed for this moment in time. We now move forward through the Indiana criminal justice system, allowing the system to provide its due diligence and process in providing that justice which is owed Abby and Libby, their families, and this community. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Nicholas McClellan. I'm the Carroll County prosecutor. And before we get started, I want to reiterate some of the things that Sheriff Lesenby and Superintendent Carter stated. I first want to thank both of them. They've been a great support to my office throughout this investigation. They've always been there for a phone call and always been willing to help a hand or a line of assistance to me and my office during this investigation. I want to thank the team behind me. This is the Homicide Task Force team that we've put together. Thank them and thank their families for being so understanding for the many nights they've worked away from their families, away from their children. There are many dates in a lifetime that you're going to remember. The date your children are born, the date you're married, the date you buy a first house, the date Abby and Libby went missing. One of those dates was last Friday, October 28, 2022. At that time, we had gathered evidence to formulate a PC that we submitted to the court, and the judge did find probable cause for an arrest of Richard Allen. He's been charged with 2 counts of murder for the murder of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. This investigation is still very ongoing. We're keeping the tip line open, the tip email open. We encourage everybody to continue to call in tips, not only about Richard Allen, but about any other person that you may have. For that reason and for the nature of this case, the probable cause and the charging information has been sealed by the court. I've been very clear to everybody that per the court order, we cannot talk about the evidence that's in the probable cause or the evidence that's in the charging information. That will become evident to you at some point and it will be released, but right now is not that day. Today's about Abby and Libby, focusing on them. Mr. Allen has had his initial hearing. He's entered a preliminary plea of not guilty. The matter has been set for a pretrial on January 13th at 9 a.m., 2023, and a trial date of March 20th, 2023 at 9 a.m. He is presumed innocent. We will have an opportunity and day in court when we can present the evidence that we have against him. But until that day, he is presumed innocent. I want to open up to a few limited questions from the audience. But again, keep in mind, we are not going to talk about the evidence that we have in this case or about the charging information. We cannot. Those things have been sealed by the court. And so I want to open up a few questions.
Prosecutor, when did Richard Allen become a suspect? And do you think he acted alone?
Again, that's part of the investigation, so I'm not going to talk about those things. What I can say is that we have probable cause established by the court for his arrest, and he is in custody. He's being held currently without bond.
How long has he been a suspect?
I'm sorry? Again, that gets into the evidence we have of the investigation, and I know from everybody it's frustrating. I know everybody, not only reporters, but the family, everybody wants to know more information. I understand it's frustrating, but my goal is to maintain the integrity of this case.
How was the family involved? Superintendent Carter, you had said that you believe that you had spoken to the suspect or the suspect's family 2 years ago. Is this man one of those people?
Again, we're going to, I appreciate the question, but we're getting into the timeline of events, and today's not the time to do that.
Can you talk about how rare it is?
It was a very personal moment for me, and I think it was a very personal moment for them, for all of us that have had interaction with the family. We developed a relationship that I think is going to last at least one lifetime, and maybe a second. So it was a very, very, very sad yet a very humbling experience.
Superintendent, you asked for tips. Detective work was a reward of $325,000. Did this all come together to make this nexus? Is that the combination of all three things that led us to this day? Was it one or the other?
Well, eventually you'll be able to see what led us to this day. But again, today's not that day. To include the reward, you mentioned that, Raphael, about the reward itself, and again, very premature for us to talk about that. There's still a tremendous amount of work to do.
What would you say that Abby and Libby have taught you in depth that we can remain to continue on with?
I think probably resilience and understanding the value of each and every day. That today was the day, but I didn't anticipate they ever thought today would be their day. And I feel like I've known for a long time. Excuse me?
Did you assume there's any other individuals involved in this case?
We haven't closed the door on the investigation. And so that's why we keep the tip line and the tip email open. And so we're not presuming anything at this point, but we're going to continue to take tips, continue to take any information anybody has. And as we've done with all the information we've gathered, we're going to look at that and examine that and see where it leads us.
You've asked the court based on this investigation that these documents should be made out of the public view. Can you explain, without getting into the details of what's in the documents, well, this is not regular. Usually a public hearing is held. We should be able to see all the documents, right?
Sure.
That
Sure.
Made a decision. You explain your decision as to why you believe that maybe for the next 30 days, no one in this room should have access to those records.
Sure. It is unusual. We don't do it very often in all the cases that we handle here in Carroll County. We did it in this case because the investigation is still open. And while all cases are important, the nature of this case has some extra scrutiny with it. And so my office, felt it was important to seal those records. There will be a public hearing on whether or not those records are going to remain sealed or not. There'll be public notice for that hearing so that everyone can attend, but there will be a hearing to determine whether or not they're going to stay sealed. But for now, to me, it's about protecting the integrity of this case. I want to have an opportunity at some point to have an opportunity in court to explain the evidence and for that not to be tarnished or tainted or anything like that. Again, he's presumed innocent. And so it was important for me in this case to do that. Hold on just a minute. We're not going to comment on that right now as part of the investigation. Again, we just encourage everybody to continue to call in tips if they have them about anybody, and we'll examine those tips. That's a hard question to answer. It's a mixed emotions. I've been watching the news all weekend like everybody else has, and I think a lot of the members of the public said it right. It's bittersweet. It's a step in the right direction. It's concerning that he's a local guy. So I think just different emotions. Again, this is a step in the right direction. This is the first step into getting into court and having a trial. And so.
All right. That concludes our press conference today. Shortly, I will be releasing a press release that will have this photo and a couple more details that'll also be here for handout. That'll also be on the Indiana State Police Lafayette Post Facebook page. Right after this press conference, I'm going to send it out. There's also hard documents in the back. Thank you all for taking the time to be here today, and be safe as you travel home.
So there we go. I heard that comment, Gail, and I was like, that was weird. I mean, if he meant heaven, he wouldn't have said it like that, right?
Hmm.
That was kind of strange.
Yep.
Right, QB says, but taken to prison where innocent people await. Okay.
Right. Sure.
Okay.
And then they don't close it like, oh, no, we're still taking tips and stuff. It's like I said, they not have enough to convict him. Is that what he's saying?
Maybe.
That was my thing. It's like we're taking tips and not just on Richard Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had your.
Okay. If you got your guy and he's the guy, he's the dude. I don't understand.
That was like Morgana said. That was literally, literally the, basically saying we don't have enough, or just in case we don't have enough and we can't get any more.
Mm-hmm. Strange. By the way, and he's like, I said, yeah, we'll do a deep dive from start to
Morgana,
finish.
you're
He
breaking
said,
up.
Oh,
You're
can you
breaking
hear
up
me?
a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He said, well, I said, we're doing a deep dive into the whole case from start to finish. And he said, deep dive. He says, so do you all have your banana hammocks on? I said, oh, you're real funny. I said, I have to let him know that.
Banana hammocks. My
He
God.
got jokes. That's cute.
He just got
Yes.
jokes. Lord have mercy.
Well, and I don't disagree with you, Steph, but everything in that probable cause affidavit said The witnesses saw one guy. One guy. They didn't say anything about accomplices. They didn't say anything about, I mean, I don't know. They make it sound like he's the guy and he's the only guy. And I don't know that anybody could do it alone.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was videos that I watched a long time ago where this one guy like goes out in the woods and reenacts the scene and how long it would have taken, you
Right?
know, him to do it alone. And I can't remember who that was, but um I'd have to find it. But yeah, it was interesting because he was basically saying it could have easily been done alone.
Hmm.
And I
They
feel like the
did.
guy that shared it was a like an investigator, but he took his own like camera and dummies out there
Yeah.
to lay
Yeah.
on the ground and stuff. But um,
Hmm.
remind me and I'll look that up. But
I still think it's weird that they didn't find them and they called off the search at like 1 o'clock in the morning and then
Mm-hmm.
come back. Especially because there was such concern about the weather and them being out there and not having like appropriate weather gear.
Right.
And why at 1 o'clock in the morning? Y'all went till 1 o'clock. Y'all can't keep going.
right,
I don't know. I always thought that was weird.
I don't know. Did they say why they quit?
They said no. They just said that they were going to call it for the night and they'd be back in the morning. I think maybe at one point they said for the safety of everyone, but I mean, what changed at 1 o'clock? Wouldn't you be calling it when it got dark?
Yeah.
You
And
know, I
then
mean,
something about the volunteer firemen or something, because they were saying they had other jobs.
Morgana, you're sounding robotic, ma'am.
yeah, maybe the
Man,
spirits got your phone.
probably.
That's what I'm saying, though, Steph. I mean,
All
I mean,
right.
okay, I'm not saying that definitely, but I'm saying the possibility. It is plausible that they gave them time to pose the bodies. Because it's very odd to me, and I know they were further up, but there were so many people, and how did they not see them? They weren't hidden. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I don't know that like if they needed time to pose the bodies, I don't know that it would have been that difficult. Like I remember whenever I was watching that guy do the reenactment, he even took the sticks
Yeah.
and made the formation the way that they were found on the girls. And he literally just took like twigs and like snapped them with his knee to get like the length that he felt was
Well,
needed.
and I get that, but there was some of those that were not twigs.
Right, right.
That one that was, and it could have been a twig that fell. I mean, a limb that fell, but that one limb was like 6 foot long.
Yeah. And didn't somebody say something about one of them having like one of them had clean cuts on them, like they were it was a saw had been like
Yes.
sawed?
Yes, that's why I was irritated that they didn't take them, because just like you can compare striations um in the bullet, you can compare cuts to a certain saw.
Yeah.
It's not definitive, but it can be helped. I mean, it could be
Well, I mean,
helpful.
if that particular saw has a chip in the blade,
Yep.
especially.
So
Some had clean cuts like a tool was used.
yes.
Where was that information found at?
Was that in the 130 pages? Or was that on one of the documentaries, JB? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know
think
that
it was
I
in
that.
I don't think it was in the 130 pages. I think it was in one of those, I think it was in a couple of documentaries. She said yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I said like 4 things. I'm gonna need you to pick one.
130-page doc.
Yeah, see, I thought I had read it.
And JB's over here like, ma'am, making me type more than I want to type right now.
Right, because she's supposed to look. And anyways, you're supposed to be rebooting or googly moogly.
Yeah. I assume she meant her body, right?
That yeah, because she slept less than probably as much or less than I did.
Mm-hmm. Why are you awake, ma'am?
Go to sleep.
You
Do I
talking to
still
me?
sound
Because
like
I
a
could
robot?
fall out.
No, right now you don't.
Okay.
Huh? Oh yeah, no, you're not robotic anymore. Can y'all hear the plastic?
No.
Not bad. No.
I don't want
Mm-mm.
anybody getting like,
When are we going to go over the document because it describes the position of the girls? Well, Steph, that'll be coming up soon because, you know,
we're coming up on it.
I mean, they're not too far. We've got a few other little discussions to go through about the a few little things. I would like because the document, that 130-page document, or that 130-page document, not words, Jenny,
We got
words.
you. We got you.
We know what you
I
mean.
didn't want you to think that I was saying, that 130-page document.
Right.
That one document that is 130 pages long. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, the
I heard it
130-page document is going to take a while
forever.
to go through. So, um,
She said it better
I'm
not be
saying it better not
Monday.
be Monday. No, no. Well, maybe. I don't know. Steph's like, I hate it here.
I love y'all. When I tell y'all that I cackled when Swoop said it,
I hate it here.
cackled. Man, I'm gonna
I
need that
hate it
sound
here.
bite. I have it. No, I don't. I may need to go save it from
I
our
hate
chat.
it here.
Y'all are mean.
Mm,
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So, yeah. Good. I'm glad you're going to lay down, JB. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal.
those two are up half
Push
the
it back
night.
to Tuesday.
Yeah,
Huh?
every night.
QB and JB are up half the night.
Yeah, I know.
Always.
And Steph sometimes.
Yeah. I
Except
lay
for
down.
night before last. I actually slept the night before. I woke up and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What
What day
happened?
is it?
What happened?
I did that last night. Yesterday, I told you guys before I got off the live stream, I said, I'm like donezo. I
Mhm.
said, I might even go to bed early tonight. And I did. I went to bed early. I couldn't even tell you what time it was. I turned a video on to watch it and fell asleep 15 minutes into it. And then woke up and ate a little bite and then laid back down, woke up again, and then went back to sleep again. I mean, I was up and down, but I did sleep pretty good. So,
What do you mean, Steph? I'm one to talk.
You don't go to bed until late.
Well, I don't go to bed till late, but then I sleep.
Fact.
I sleep till
That's fair.
8:30 or 9.
mm, my pain only lets me sleep 2 to 3 hours at a time.
Yeah, that stinks.
Um, so we have now gone through the arrest here of Richard Allen. Um, this part here, I have like scrolled across this little nugget here. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Yes. Okay.
Mhm. Yes.
November the 3rd, 2022, it says right here, Publix bloodlust. So it says, given the high profile of the case and the amount of interest, a judge orders Richard Allen to be taken into protective custody by the state, citing the public's bloodlust and Allen's personal safety. I have, let me grab it. It's in my email. Let me go grab that. I actually have the motion to transfer. Let me go find it. In a moment. Give my computer a second to do its thing. It's like shuffling its feet here, saying, which way do I go? Which way do I go?
Got it all confused.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Steph. It's hard when you have a child. But one day you'll be able to sleep till 10 or 11. Maybe.
Maybe.
QB's going to
Okay.
sleep right now.
I am not.
Oh, you sounded kind of sleepy.
I always sound sleepy. Is my
Okay,
sexy
so I'm going to
voice.
share this tab here is this motion to transfer.
Mhm.
So let me see. Hold on.
Safekeeping.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my chair situated to where I need it. This says on November the 2nd, 2022, Tobe Lesenby, Sheriff of Carroll County, filed a request by the Sheriff of Carroll County to transfer inmate from Carroll County Jail to the custody of the Indiana Department of Corrections for safekeeping. The court, being duly advised, finds the defendant is an inmate awaiting trial. Yeah, still is. And is in imminent danger of serious bodily injury or death, or represents a substantial threat to the safety of others. This finding is not predicated on any acts or alleged acts of the defendant since arrest, rather a toxic and harmful insistence on public information about defendant and this case. In general, this court has 30 days to rule on any motion that is filed by a party in any case. Yet concurrent to the actual case naturally occurring, this judicial officer keeps getting direct requests from non-parties for public information, claiming that this officer has 7 days or 1 day when hand-delivered to respond to the request or face litigation. While this officer is responsible for the entirety of the circuit court docket, it attempts to ignore... Oops. Hold on, I just heard a big thump. I will be right back.
Okay.
So they say he's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
We're confident he's the guy.
Right.
He's the one that killed these girls.
Mm-hmm.
And they wonder why people going after him?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
And I just don't. That was the excuse, I guess, to get him
To the prison.
I guess. Kind of
Sorry,
seems.
she dumped her whole box of Play-Doh out in the middle of the floor in the hallway.
Oh no.
Always the Play-Doh. It's always the Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. What was you guys talking about? I missed it.
Just that they put him out there. They said he's the guy. He's absolutely the guy. We're positive that he's the guy, but I mean he's innocent, but we're positive it's him. and then they wonder why people are going after him.
Yeah.
And was he in danger of the people outside or the people inside?
Right.
I mean, if they kill, okay, I'm about to allegedly, speculatively, if they kill your patsy, then what?
Right.
I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
waiting for court. I need court. I need to see court.
Information for sure.
Oh, Morgana, you're
Verizon,
robot
up
again.
your digital again.
He sounds
Okay,
like
I'm just gonna shut up.
she just try going out and coming back in.
Okay. I hate it here,
Like
by the way.
exit out of stream exit completely out of StreamYard, like go
Mm-hmm.
completely out and then click the link and come back in again and see if
Oh,
that
all
works.
right.
Sometimes that helps.
Okay. Bye.
Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do
Doot,
do.
doot, doot. Oh, I love Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget. Do.
Rebecca says both. Case closed. Both what, Rebecca?
Yeah, I mean, if he dies, if he's killed, that closes their case. But I think they should pin it on Ron Logan then, because he dead and he's more. Mm, mm, mm-mm.
All right, so I'll continue reading this. Oh,
Look, I
hold
got
on.
my lips pursed.
Let me let Morgana back in.
How JB got the ways and the means to get people back in? I'm jealous.
Oh, because I gave it to her. Because whenever when was it? A couple days ago?
Look, you can't give it to me no way because I ain't never in there long enough to let nobody back in.
Well, no, that's
Do
what I was
what?
going to say. I need to. In StreamYard, I can allow like 4 seats, but I didn't even know that I could do that until the other day. And I was looking around, and I was like, "Let me do this for JB. That way, whenever I go out to go get him off the bus,
And I
then she would be
inevitably
able
jump out.
to let you in, huh?
And I inevitably drop out.
Yeah, whenever you drop out, that she could let you back in.
What y'all gonna do when I get a new phone and it don't act like this no more?
I won't know what to do with
I
my
know
time.
y'all won't.
I won't know what to do. Steph says, "Barbecuity, you're the one who always needs to be let in."
That's why I said she can't give it to me because you ain't wrong. You right.
Yeah.
You right.
Morgana caught the superintendent robotics. Let's see how you sound now, Morgana.
I caught something, but it could be Wi-Fi. Who knows?
You sound okay right now.
It seems to be going in and out, probably.
Oh,
You still got wind.
No, it's not too windy today. Who knows? I'm out in the country.
I want to be out in the country.
I'm out in the country too.
Yeah. These
But
things
not in
happen
Delphi.
sometimes.
Not in Delphi.
No. Definitely not. All right. Where did I end? Where did I end? Let's see. Face litigation. Okay, while this officer is responsible, is this the right one? Yeah. Poppy, you want it out. You're not coming back in, little girlfriend. Poppy out there in the hallway begging to come back in here. It's because she done went out there and got a hold of the kids' snacks, whatever she could find. And now she's
And
like,
now she
okay,
wants
I'm done
back
with the
in.
snacks. I want to come back in here and get in the warm bed.
She's not a
ain't-
dummy.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
I ain't mad at her.
I don't blame her.
Okay. While this officer is responsible for the entirety of the circuit court, I think I read that. No, I didn't. Docket. It attempts to ignore the, I don't know how to say that word, maelstrom of interest from the public. It is known that YouTube already hosts content regarding family members of this judicial officer, including photos.
Bruh.
Wow. Calling me out, man. And
I
I didn't
know,
even
right?
have a channel
I was
then.
gonna say you didn't even have a crime channel then. Why he got you, didn't he?
All right. Let's see. The public's bloodlust for information before it exists is extremely dangerous. All public servants administering this action do not feel safe and are not protected.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are they saying they gotta put him in protective custody because he gonna do something to them?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know what
confused.
they're trying to
I'm
say.
s- I'm so confused. And the bloodlust for information before it's gotten. No, homie, you got information. You got lots of information. They want information that you have that clarifies what's been going on.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
All public servants administering this action do not feel safe and
Mm,
are not protected.
mm.
The Carroll County Sheriff has limited resources to conduct its base operations, let alone any duties mandated by our Supreme Court. All defendants in all actions are presumed innocent. All public information will be available the second it exists.
Mm.
None of the family members of public servants are part of this action. All of the public servants are simply people doing their jobs. Most of the public servants are woefully underpaid. Most of the public interests consists of people attempting to raise their status or profit financially.
Shut up. Oh, let me mute myself.
When the public peddles misinformation with reckless abandon, we all are not safe. As far as the public's desire to learn about access to court records, that educational effort cannot be by this officer educating each individual. I don't know what this word means, ad hoc,
As well as.
whenever they choose to speak public information. These inquiries are inherently disruptive to the operations of the court as they are wholly outside the operations of the court. As a branch of the Supreme Court, any requests for public information about this action should be directed to whomever is the public information coordinator for the courts in general. If there is not such a position, our state may need one. Is this when they had that meeting?
Mm. Oh, you mean for the extra people? No.
Oh, okay. Defendant indicated at the initial hearing an intention to hire private counsel. Defendant is reminded that he must retain counsel within 20 days of the initial hearing because there are deadlines for filing motions and raising defenses, and if those deadlines are missed, the legal issues and defenses that could have been raised will be waived or given up. If defendant is unable to retain counsel of his choosing due to financial indigency, indigent, indigent,
Indigency.
yeah,
That one's hard. That's hard.
that's a hard word.
It is.
Defendant is reminded that he is entitled to court appointed counsel and defendant will be examined upon request. The court notes for the public that when defendant appeared for the initial hearing, he was clad in protective gear. Clad reminds me of the whole Brian Koberger clad in
Brian.
black. Excuse me.
God bless you, I think.
That protection was not to protect defendant from the court. That protection was to protect defendant from the public.
Why? Why would that even need to be clarified?
I don't know.
Shouldn't.
Until a finding of guilt or a judgment of conviction occurs in any case, judgment must be reserved and the presumption of innocence must be respected and preserved. I have to cough again. Hold on. Okay. Accordingly, pursuant to Indiana Code, blah, 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 the court orders the sheriff of Carroll County to transfer defendant to facility of the Department of Correction designated by the commissioner of the department as suitable for the confinement of defendant and provided that space is available. So ordered the 3rd day of November, 2022. Benjamin Diener. Then, all right, let's come back over here and share this tab.
Have word.
Guess what?
Judge
Diener signs that.
Mm-hmm.
And on the very same day, November the 3rd, he recuses himself. He's like, let me sign this and then peace, I'm out. With his court staff overwhelmed by Delphi-related requests and public interest, Carroll County Judge Benjamin Diener recuses himself from the case. Now, I have his recusal order here that QB, I think, sent, right?
Maybe. It don't say nothing. It just says, I hereby recuse myself. Bye.
It don't give any reasoning.
Nope. And they're not required to.
Yeah.
And that is speculation, the court staff being overwhelmed. Because there was nothing. I never saw anything about, I mean, I'm sure they are, but they all are. That's why they started asking for more money. But and it's not really his court staff. It's McClellan's court staff or McClellan's staff. And the clerk of court, which isn't directly his staff necessarily, allegedly. And that was right as there was some question as to the validity of the information in the probable cause affidavit. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, so I'm going to go sit over here.
Right, Steph. Sounds like they're saying the media and creators are making it dangerous for them. Okay.
But what does that have to do about him?
Abby and Libby.
What does that have to do about them putting him in prison and not the jail?
I know.
I didn't quite get that, but maybe I misunderstood it. Hi, Mickey Joe.
Mickey's talking poetry. Wouldn't that be fun? Hey, Mickey, where have you been? That would be cool. Gonna have to go to a retreat, though, Steph. Gonna have to,
I'm trying to go as a unpaid volunteer employee person of Zabi.
Right, it just sounds like they're being whiny babies. I get it.
But it sounds like it was all, in the beginning it was all about, for his protection. And then it went on about how, we're not safe. None of us are safe. Our family aren't safe.
That's what I was saying. That didn't make sense to me.
A true crime crafting retreat on a boat.
Oh, no. You ain't gonna get me on no boat.
You don't want to go on a cruise?
No.
I knew that. Just wanted to
Steph
see
said
what
we'll have it in
Steph said we'll have it in Delphi. No, we won't. Not if we want.
JB's like, I'm out. Forget it.
Not if
Nope.
we want JB to come
Mm-mm.
be on Ron Logan's property.
Nah,
Nah,
I'm good.
on that bridge. They've made that bridge a little safer now.
I've heard. I don't know. Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
robotic again,
You're
Morgana.
robotic.
They've got you again, ma'am.
Ugh.
She said, ugh.
Got the
Mickey,
top
Joe,
hat.
you got a free one and wouldn't go? I'd
I'll
go
go
for
chat.
free.
I hate it here.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
hop
hate
out.
it here.
I will host a murder mystery.
Morgana, you are
I
super
hate it
robotic,
here.
ma'am.
I was wondering if you were still playing it or if that was my possessed
I have
phone.
played it like 3 times in a row.
Okay, I just had to check. Yo, I got some blingy bling 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 Happy Mail, and I am not mad.
Blingy bling what?
Happy Mail
Ooh.
got rhinestones.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
I'm hoping these will work because I did them like I didn't compare the colors or nothing. I'm trying to bling a kit that I can't do anyways because my shoulder won't let me right now. But I will be. I'll be back. Ooh, them's are pretty. Oh, sorry.
Pretty. Mickey's afraid the hallway would catch on fire and she'd die at sea.
I'll save you. I was a firefighter medic. I got you.
Mm-hmm. She's like, are you going to do
Oh.
me like what's-her-face did Jack?
No, I
His
wouldn't. I
name
would
Jack?
let you look. There was plenty of room for Jack on that thing. I'd let
Yeah.
you on.
I'll never let you go. Bye.
Bye. She let him go all the way down.
Steph says, or not Steph, Morgana. Oh, says I love you guys. Just gonna stay in chat. And by the way, I hate it here.
I ain't here.
Mm.
Y'all, I gotta tell you, so these rhinestones are iridescent, but they go from like pink to green.
Ooh,
I'll send you pictures. They pretty. They so pretty.
sounds pretty.
In a cabin, you want to go to a cabin
Now
and
she's gonna Dexter us.
do a murder mystery, but you won't go on a boat. You want to be out in the woods in a cabin? I would be out in the woods in a cabin. I want a hammock and a campfire. We good. You got me. I'm in. I'm in.
Wait, Mickey said, how do you do that? I'm in my own world over here. How do you do what?
Do what? How you do what? I will tell you this. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but a lot of the state parks have cabins that you can rent instead of having to camp. Like, say, if you don't have a camper or whatever, and they'll house like 4 to 6 people, and they're not expensive. They are not expensive. Honey, I got doors, windows, a poker, and chainsaw in the woods on a ship. You have no way out. That's true.
Yeah, you got a way out. You got a way out the window if you have a balcony. But
I'll
then
be
you got to
throwing
pay 10
somebody
million
over.
doll hairs to get the balcony room.
Oh, we could do a murder mystery thing. I got you.
Yeah,
Yo.
she's a Golden Girls fan. She'll figure it out with that one episode where they go on the murder mystery. Yeah, I'll be Rose, the smart one of the bunch that time because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll do the put the mirror under the nose to
Yep.
see if somebody's breathing and all that jazz.
Y'all, these drills. Mm. So I'm
What do we
trying
have
to
next on our list here?
Oh, I don't know. You said you were going to stop after the judge recused himself because that was a good stopping point.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to show this here, the next thing that we'll resume with tomorrow, because we're going to end here for today. The judge on November the 3rd, this new
Toxic.
judge is appointed, and this is the
Toxic.
one that is currently over the case, Judge Francis
Goal.
Gull. Um and yeah, so we're
That
going to be
makes
starting with
judgments
her.
with no hearing.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I got a gunmetal gray one. Like a
Ooh,
gunmetal.
pretty.
It looks like metal. Y'all, these are hot. Sorry.
I
Shit.
think the medals are pretty.
Oh yeah. I have a rose gold one
Mhm.
that I got that's super pretty, but no, I finally got my one of my what do they call them? Unicorns. I was
Mm.
looking for the Medusa that Zombie had,
Yeah.
Naval Outpost, and I found some. I bought it on a restack or D-stack, and so I'm trying to blingy it up. So
Blingy blingy.
I ordered some stuff to see. Anyways, plus I got 1,001 scoops coming. So I'm hoping there's stuff in there that might work.
I hope so.
Anyway, but I got some emerald green for the snaky snakes,
Mhm.
and I got some red for her lips. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty.
that gunmetal. Ooh, I like it so much. So much.
Smatch.
So much.
He says we can do it. Steph says I'm clearly Blanche. Hmm. Tried that scenario, and Ronnie said it would kill me if I jumped out the window, so I simply don't go on the cruise. Simply didn't go on the cruise. That one's a funny episode, Margaret. I
It's one
love
of the
that episode.
best. It is
It
one of the
is.
best.
Mickey's
Not
going to
part of
pack
the
her bags
show.
right
Not
now.
part of the show. Not part of the show.
Yeah, not part of the show. Not part of the show. Going to pack my bags for the murder mystery non-cruise gathering. Wine? Mickey's packing wine. Henny, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, ma'am.
Bye, Henny.
Margaret,
Not
not
now,
now,
Ma.
Ma. I love the
Sophia.
Golden Girls.
Me too. Why did I get? Hmm.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, you guys, um, hold on, I got a cough again. Telling
Mickey
you,
says she can't be the murderer. All
don't
right.
make me
So,
her.
mental note. Mickey
Not the murderer. Not the murderer. Not the
is the
murderer.
is the murderer. If
Mm.
I am, Jenny will be my victim. No. No.
Oh, you
Bye,
guys.
Gail. All right, I'm gonna hop out so you can do your southern slash whatever goodbye they call it. I call it a southern goodbye, but
Alrighty. Well, thanks for
um
joining me.
thanks for having me. Um
Oh, absolutely.
all right. I will well, I'm
Absolutely.
sure I'll talk to you later, but I will talk to everybody else I'm sure tomorrow. All
Yes.
right. Bye.
Yes. Have a good night. Playing with all your new pretty sparkly things. Yeah. Margaret says, bye all. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love ya tomorrow. Um, yeah, I would love for you guys to come back tomorrow. We're going to have another part tomorrow. We're going to go through all the things regarding what happens after. I'm gonna yawn. Ugh. After the new Judge Gull comes on the scene. And if you think it's crazy now, it's only gonna get crazier from here on. So, y'all better be prepared to buckle up your seatbelts, put your helmets on, put you some knee pads and elbow pads on. It's gonna get bumpy. So, Steph says, and we will pencil in the 130-page document for Tuesday. Yeah, hold on to your seats. Actually, I don't even say them. I say M. 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 Yeah. Southern goodbye. Y'all just stay all night. Bring your mama and them next time. Yep. That's how you say it. That's how we say it. Bring your mama and them next time. All right, you guys, thanks for coming and hanging out today. We've been live 3 hours and 42 minutes and 3 seconds. So, okay, Billy. Yeah, I'll see everybody tonight. Come in out of the rain, spend the night. Yeah. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. Probably about the same time, maybe a little bit later. It just depends. Somewhere between 10, 11-ish. We'll see you tomorrow back here. And see what else we can find out on all things Delphi. All right. You guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.